All right, here we are. Here we are. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may or may not be coming from. Welcome to the December edition of McAgee3 Meetups. How are you all doing this fine Sunday? Hope you've been well. Hope you've been great. Hope you've been doing something constructive. If you're unemployed, had the day off, or you're just dealing with the world right now, hope you had the opportunity to relax and decompress. This month's guest is going to be another up and coming content creator who I know, who I've worked with in the past. She enjoys her Atome games. She enjoys her farming games, and she has a very colorful personality. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to the one, the only BlackBelleFlower. BlackBelleFlower, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Good. So, as per usual, with McAgee3 Meetups, essentially this is a streamer shout out type of thing. And thank you, Black Girl, for the host. I appreciate it.
Hmm.
Basically, this is my way of shouting out content creators who I feel that other people need to know a little bit more about, who they should check out and follow, and all this other good stuff because they have really good, fun content and whatnot. Um, so anyway, let's see here. Let's get to the game. And the other thing about McAgee3 Meetups is that my guest always picks the game that we play. Obviously, it has to fit within the parameters of, it has to be on a platform that I can play it on, i.e., PC or PS4, and that's really the main thing. So she has chosen Monster Prom 2 Monster Camp, which we will get started. And Black Bellflower, first I'm gonna ask, so why did you choose this game?
Game because one, it's super fun, and two, it kind of fits with the theme of things that I play. It's a dating sim, but it's got enough it's very millennial humor, so I thought it was something that both of us would enjoy.
Oh, okay, fair. Okay, so we got Monster Camp, and Black Belt. Before we got started, I think we agreed that you would set up the multiplayer room. I guess.
Yep. So if you click online,
Okay.
and then it's gonna ask you for an ID to join a game.
Awesome. Voice interactions, yay or nay? What is this?
Um, I think the voice interactions is that might be like the characters. Hold on, I can't see. Oh wait, voice interaction, yay or nay? I've never seen this before. Oh, that's the voice acting for the characters. Yes,
oh.
that's what that
So
is.
do we want the voice acting from the characters, or should we just kind of nix that?
It's up to you. I like hearing their voices, but I also read aloud as I'm playing. So,
Okay. So what I think for the sake of my side of things, I'm probably gonna do no voice effects
okay,
because I'm talking to you and
okay,
don't want to have too many people talking all at once. So I'm gonna save
gotcha.
voice effects
Fair.
off. Okay. So it's saying creator join, so I guess I'm hitting join, but I guess I'll wait
Hit
for you to
join.
make a room.
Mhm. And then the ID is
1-1.
1116,
6.
and then
Okay.
you should be added. There you
There you
go.
are. Okay, you remember to use external voice chat for that type of experience. Okay, I mean we're doing that anyway.
All
Okay,
right.
so all right. So I guess I hit ready. Oop.
Okay.
Okay, so how does this work?
Okay. Oh wait, I didn't want other people to join in. Wait a second.
You- Uh-oh.
Crapola, hold on. Did it make other people? We'll find out. I think I might have accidentally hit it so that other people can join. Shoot.
Okay, I mean we'll try to play it by ear, I guess.
Okay, so do you want to do a short game, which is 45 minutes, a medium game, which is 60 minutes, or a full game, which is 90 minutes?
Um, let's do. Let's see. 90 minutes. That's what, an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually around the amount of time that we usually do the stream. So let's do a full game and see what happens. Okay. Okay, so we got some intro going on. So Blackwell, while we're sitting here waiting, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
So, I am a streamer from Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a stage manager at a local theater company. We're
Mm-hmm.
kind of on break right now because of COVID.
Right.
I've been playing video games since I was 10 years old, and my favorites are Diddy Kong Racing. I also love Tokimeki Memorial, which is also a dating sim,
Mm-hmm.
and I also really love Harvest Moon, which is a farming simulation game. So pretty much. Oh, also when I'm not gaming, I also really like writing, and I'm working on my first book.
Oh, okay. So you got quite a bit of stuff that you got going on.
Yeah.
Cool. So it looks like I can't do anything about this narrator, so I'm guessing it's on you.
Yeah, it's probably me. Okay. Did you want me to read or did you want to read?
Sure, you can read it.
Okay. Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us, it did. Alright, so I'm gonna be zombie girl this time around. Well, no, I'm gonna stick to my usual. I usually play as flame girl Amira. I love her. So I will play as her.
Okay.
My usual person.
Oh, so you actually
Yes, you
pick
do.
somebody and then
You can put a name and you can put in your pronouns.
okay.
And then I have to pick 3 things that I want in my backpack. So the fire shades,
Okay.
my crossword puzzle,
Okay.
and then I'll take the Pokemon's cards. Cool.
All
Here
right,
goes.
looks like it's my turn. So you're the fire chick. So I guess I'll just go with the guy who's sleeping.
Zombie dude.
Name. Custom name. We'll call ourselves Chad.
What?
Yeah, we're Chad. That's our name.
How in the world? Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta be a Chad. Let's see here. What in the world is that? Snowflake. What's that? Sleeping bag. Well, I sleep a lot, so I'm gonna need a sleeping bag.
So everything that you pick, it basically gives you a stat upgrade. So the little smiley face emoji things that appear after you pick something, those are your stats being formulated.
We'll do the smallest of violins. And I guess, what's this for? Sort of working the lines. Orgy etiquette. Go. Alright. Oh, by the way, I guess a little bit of a warning. I've been told there's a wee bit of 18 plus content here, so don't cancel me, bro. I like snackies. I do snackies.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, good. It's just the 2 of us. One might say that the monster prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love we were always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of a summer love loomed over our heads.
Okay.
Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening just 5 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were gonna watch that damn thing together. And so, a silent yet powerful pressure evaded us. It was the monster prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain. Everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably gonna be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Okay, so here are our candidates to date.
Okay.
Joy Johnson Jojima, 23, a badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times.
Sounds cool.
Aravi Mishra, 22, a hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever.
Okay.
Calculester Hewlett-Packard, version 1.1, a library computer who has become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Zalia Akimo, 20, a buff blue demon and warmonger who has set her sights on conquering summer next.
Okay.
Damien LeVay, 21, my personal bae, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Milo Belladonna, 23, a Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer, and who was profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long, and all of summer could be shaped by the first step well taken. And so it was clear, it all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person.
Well, I already see 2 that I really like.
Okay, so you get 6 questions,
Okay.
and whatever question that you pick is gonna give you a picture of somebody, and that's gonna end up being the person that you have to go after.
Oh. All
Yeah,
right.
so they changed the formula a little bit from the first game. The first game you had a little bit more leeway.
Uh-huh.
This game is kind of like, hey,
It's more linear, I guess. More linear, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. Which book would you take to a deserted island? I'm trying to avoid Damien this time because I've already played him. The Art of War, My Microwave Manual, A Guide for Speedrunning Life, The Little Very Angry Prince, Interview with the Very Sexy Vampire, or Famous Last Words.
So the
I
other.
think I'm gonna.
So
go ahead.
The other good thing about doing it this way, where you're basically reading it off, is like giving everybody the opportunity to see, like, this is how BlackBelleFlower plays. This is how she does her content. She does a lot of narration, and then like gives her thought process, which I feel is always a really good way of approaching games like this. You know, like, because when I play fighting games, I usually give my thought process on why I do things, how I do things, and BlackBelleFlower is the same way when she's doing her Otome games and farming games. So I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. So.
Okay. If you ever want to like read on your turn, just let me know. Because usually, like when I do multiplayer, I'll let everybody read on their own turn. But it's up to you.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick Interview with the Very Sexy Vampire.
Okay. Which book do you take to a deserted island? Let's see here. Boop. We'll do this one.
I got Joy.
Okay.
Oh, I love that book. I'm a sucker for a sexy bloodsucker. What did you think about the Very Sexy Vampire's turbulent childhood, Lauren? The story about his father's death made me cry. Okay, fine, I'm lying. I mostly paid attention to the photography in the book.
Yeah.
But I promise it was purely to study the photographer's craft, and not because I was entranced by the subject's rippling abs. I bought that book to camp, actually. You wanna, peruse it with me for the rest of the drive? You got $1.
Sweet. Sweet. All right. Some dude knew what was up. Right. Enter. I forgot using keyboard. I've skimmed this book dozens of times. Usually I skip the art stuff and read straight to the war. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Who doesn't? You've read the whole thing, haven't you, Chad? Maybe you can tell me what I've been missing from the artsy fartsy parts. Perfectly fine.
We only had 5 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
I was actually like, you actually got the character that I initially thought of, but I'm glad I got the warrior chick, because that was number 2.
Warrior chick is cool. I love Dahlia. Okay, so we got 5 weeks. You get a morning. Each week has a morning, an afternoon, and a nighttime.
Okay.
So you get 3 chances to do an activity.
Okay.
So you have the woods, the lake, the camp dome, the manor, and the scout HQ. Basically, every spot in the game gives you a statistical point. So you see in your corner where you see smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, and fun.
Right.
Each person in the game, you have to have a certain amount of numbers for a certain trait in order for your chance to date them to be successful.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the point of the game is to have interactions, but it's also to get your stat points up. So this is like a stat raising dating sim.
Oh, okay.
So I forget which area does what. I'm pretty sure that the manor house is for boldness, but the rest of them, I forgot what they do. So.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna have to scrub it out.
All right. So I think I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna go in the camp dome. No, that's the scout HQ. I'm gonna go in the scout HQ.
Okay.
That day, you happen to take the same Monster Scouts class as Mamimi the Oni girl. You didn't get a good sleep last night, so you ask her if she has any of that weird energy drink she let you have once during high school. She doesn't, but she does have some very strange smelling coffee that could help. Where does this girl even find these weird ass drinks? The coffee is delicious, but it comes with side effects. Okay, so the camp dome is creativity. You get an acquired fear of caterpillars, and you grow 2 creativity in your hair.
Oh, nice.
You're wandering aimlessly around the camp looking for Joy for a very important reason, completely unrelated to wanting to smooch her cute face, when suddenly, Lauren, there you are! I've been wandering around camp looking for you for a very important reason. Oh, you know what that means. Oh, God.
The world's going to end. Okay.
The world is going to end again? Oh. Huh. Guess you didn't know what that meant. There's an asteroid headed right for us, and if we don't complete this incredibly complex and epic ritual to alter its path, this could be the end for the whole planet. You dive in to help. Things start well. You burn a pentagram into the ground, find and place the 10 turtle guardians, and hang strands of garlic from every third sycamore tree. By the time you reach the step where you have to get the entire camp to run around in circles shrieking and wailing, which they do with great enthusiasm, it seems like nothing can get in your way. Oh, God.
Oh, hi.
What is all this unsanctioned running and screaming? There is strict sanctioned running and screaming only policy at Camp Spooky. Stop these shenanigans at once.
Ha!
But
Okay.
Camp Director Miss Weaving, we're performing a magic ritual to save the world from... If you wanted to do magic to save the world, you should have done that earlier in the day when I gave everyone a do magic to save the world break.
Good lord.
But I didn't need to save the world then. I needed to do magic to save the world now. Young lady, I am sick and tired of your generation using magic to solve all your problems. In fact, I'm gonna confiscate your magic so you learn how to cope without it.
Oh boy.
That's ridiculous. Magic isn't a thing you can just... Wait, what the fuck? Where did my magic go? Why can't I feel my magic? Oh my goddess, she did it. The camp director, Miss Weaving, took away my magic. Now how are we gonna save the world from this asteroid?
Oh boy.
That's an easy one. You know all about stopping asteroids without using magic. All you have to do is...
Oh, and then you gotta pick something.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
And when you pick, it'll either increase your stats in relationship
Or it'll
or
decrease.
decrease your stats.
Ah, okay.
But all the answers are ridiculous, so you never know which one to pick. Okay, so we can betray our usually inclusive nature by passing strict legislature forbidding the immigration of asteroids to Earth.
Okay.
Or we could treat the cause, not the symptom. Cancel the Ricky Martin concert that the asteroid is coming to Earth to attend.
Oh wow.
You know what? We're gonna cancel the Ricky Martin concert.
Alright.
Alright! Of course. I knew there was some huge and definitely still culturally relevant event that I would totally be going to if I weren't at camp. There's nothing hotter or more zeitgeist than a Ricky Martin concert. That must be why the asteroid is coming.
Oh boy.
I hate to get in the way of great art, but if we don't stop people from hearing Ricky Martin sing tonight, no one will ever hear him sing again. And he's not one of those singers who only sounds good on the radio with autotune. I mean, he was the shit in the Evita revival, for goodness sake. Yes, you think to yourself, the 2020 Elena Rogers revival of Evita, featuring Tony winner Michael Server in the bit part of Juan Perón, is in fact how most people know the icon Ricky Martin.
Okay.
The two of you rush over to the concert venue, which is conveniently near the geographically
The ambiguous location of Camp Spooky. Okay.
Without showing magic, you're forced to use your boldness, smarts, charm, uniqueness, nerve, and talent to work your way backstage past security. Between the two of you, plus Valerie items in your pockets left over from the school year, you're able to do it, and before long, you're in Ricky Martin's dressing room.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Martin, huge fan. Hate to say this, but you need to cancel tonight's performance. If you don't, an asteroid will strike the planet, killing everyone. Ricky Martin closes his eyes and nods, unsurprised. I always knew this day would come. You did? When I sang my first note, the cry of a child entering this world, a messenger spirit of pure light appeared and told me this song would be my gift, but at a great cost.
Pepperjack. It goes well, Pepperjack. Streaming SpongeBob.
Hello! It said that one day when I was burning my brightest, a star even greater than I am would come to wipe out all of life, and that its herald would be a beautiful thick witch.
Okay.
The second you darkened my door with your killer curves and goth aesthetic, I knew you had to be the harbinger. But I made peace long ago with my fate, and I know what I must do. Consider the concert canceled, lest we all end up living no vita of any kind whatsoever, much less loca. Let's be Thick Witch, and Thick Witch's love interest, I assume. With that, we hurry back to camp and report back to Camp Director Miss Weaving. Frankly, the whole warned by a glowing spiritual prophet thing does reek of magic. But as you were not the one performing it, Miss Jojima Johnson, I'll consider this lesson learned. Your magic is restored.
Oh,
Yes!
good call then.
Hey Lauren, remember that time the Broadway performer, Disney singer, and occasional pop star Ricky Martin thought we were dating? We must be a great team or something. Obviously, marry me. Or something.
Okay.
Ideally, that's something being dating. In the meantime, we got 3 charms just from being in Ricky Martin's presence and making Joy happy, obviously.
Oh, that was good. That was one heck of a turn. All right, so now it's my turn.
Yep.
Let's see here. My stats are actually not bad in comparison. Alright, so we're trying to swoon the warrior demoness. So, do we go conventional or do we go unconventional? I feel like the camp dome would be the obvious choice. But you know what? I'm all about going to the beat of my own drum. Let's go to the lake. And apparently I lost my head. Alright. You want to go swimming, but it seems like the god of the lake is in a bit of a mood today. It demands an offering before you can get in the water. The only thing you have to give is your favorite yo-yo, which you were playing with on your way here. The god of the lake accepts your humble gift and is actually kind of relieved you didn't leave something boring like a dead fish or the soul of a mortal. So in addition to gaining access to the lake, the god blesses you with 2 fun. Yay, alright. So our fun is even better now. After that, you happen upon Dalia messing around in front of her tent. It looks like she's surrounding it with bear traps and pictures of herself saying, "Swipers, no swiping." Oh, hey Chad! How are... Ow, damn it! Dalia stepped in one of the bear traps while walking up to you. She yanks it off her foot and proceeds to mangle and take revenge on every last one of them. Is anyone else turn... Not yet. Need a little bit more than that. I should have known those rusty little ankle biters would never work. But how else can I improve my fortress away from fortress? Chad, maybe you can help me. As you know, I am an extremely accomplished monster scout, and the badges I've earned are arguably worth more than gold or love. Obviously, I can't undercut my natural good looks by wearing them all the time, but I don't like storing them in my tent without any sort of defenses. There are Monster Scout badges thieves lurking around every corner, hiding in the shadows, always ready to steal badges. I need to be prepared. You kind of doubt that, but it's cute seeing Dalia so passionate and worked up about something. In your silence, she goes back to punching the bear traps. Now's a good time to brainstorm. How can you fortify her tent to ward off badge thieves? Let's see. Make a scarecrow out of the corpses of previous robbers. Scatter a very alluring 1,000-piece puzzle around the tent. Thieves will get so distracted trying to finish it, they won't have time to steal anything. That sounds like creativity. But while I'm trying to figure out that, Lauren, why did you choose content creation in the first place? Lauren?
Oh, I think...
Okay.
I enjoy playing games so much that I'm always just in my room playing them by myself.
Mm-hmm.
That I was like, you know what? I could just play with other people. And I think that would just be more fun. And it also helps to get me out of my comfort zone because I know I seem very like bubbly all the time.
Right.
But I honestly have like anxiety meeting new people and talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
So being a content creator was a great way to like meet new people, get out of my comfort zone, and talk to new people. And I've met a lot of great new people along the way while doing this. And so I'm starting to feel a lot more confident in what I do, and I'm enjoying that.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You know, it is a way to kind of meet people while still having a buffer in between, so that way it's not like directly. I know a person who would totally agree with you on that. But I think I have decided we're gonna make a scarecrow out of corpses.
Oh no!
That's not a bad idea. I already have all the materials ready. Let's make a scarecrow. Aya pulls like so many dead bodies out of her tent. Why does she have so many corpses really readily available? She sets up desecrated corpses all around her tent until it resembles a spirit Halloween display or the United States Senate. Okay, cool. That's a good idea, Chad. If you'll excuse me, I'm about to do my daily work on the team. Don't wait up for me. 3 days pass, far, far away from Camp Spooky. There is an infamous inn where many pirates, rogues, and adventurers from across the 7 seas come to rest between heists. Okay, so I guess that was a bad call on my part. Bar fights, secret council meetings, occasional vigilante execution. No nefarious activity is left unpenetrated at the stick inn. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. Amidst the typical roughhousing and shanty singing in the canteen, a group of valiant corsairs stand at the bar and discuss what adventures await them next. I got my sights set on the Southern Isles, says one. I'll have the ruby encrusted. Okay. if it's the last thing I do. A paltry treasure for a lesser thief laughs another. My crew and I have bigger fish to fry, specifically the fearsome Kraken tuna. We'll have enough sandwiches and salads to last us a lifetime. They're all interrupted by a soft, creepy cackle coming from a cloaked drunkard nearby. If ye star-eyed upstarts want a real treasure, he says mysteriously, then ye should be pilfering the demoness sash from the Camp of Spooky. Camp of Spooky, says the first guy. Ha, everyone knows that place is a myth. An old wives' tale swapped between horny adventurers on the steamy seas. I assure you it's real, says the drunkard, and within it there is a dark tent-like cave, which ye can tell it's important because it be festooned with the corpses of lesser adventurers who dare plunder it.
Oh no.
But if you're brave enough, inside there rests an invaluable treasure, a garment decorated with ribbons that the demoness herself earned with feats of wit and dexterity. If it be real, then let us capture this treasure, says one of the adventurers, slamming his mug and ale down. Onward men to the demon's horde. The entire bar erupts in cheers, and everyone storms out, raising their mansles and sharpening their daggers for the biggest hunt of their lives. Yeah, so yeah, I'm talking to you, Chad. All those corpses you told me to put totally backfired. This past few days have been the worst. All of these obnoxious adventurers keep trying to rob my tent. I haven't had a break from killing them since I put the scarecrows up. And I mean, I do like murdering people, but summer shouldn't only be about murder. I still like to vary up my day and exercise and life. But you're a poop head and your idea was poop. Ouch, no one likes a poop head. Another surprise theft attempt spares you from becoming one of Delilah's scarecrow corpses, but you still lose 2 smart and 1 friend.
Oh no.
Okay, so we got beat down on that one, but I'm glad we were, Miss Brick Gaming, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing today? Okay, so we lost the smarts, but we did gain fun, but we lost a little bit of fun, so it's not too bad. Everybody choose an animal. Say your choice out loud to the other player before clicking.
A platypus.
I'm gonna say a rabbit. Player order is determined based on which animal would become the most dangerous if granted opposable thumbs. I definitely said a rabbit.
Okay, I think the platypus would be more dangerous if it had opposable thumbs. Because it can hold you down and then smack the crap out of you with its tail.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
I think a rabbit would be dangerous with opposable thumbs because it might be able to do questionable things to you because you know it likes to multiply.
Okay.
Okay, so...
you win.
Okay.
I'm terrified. So.
See? I guess we'll click random? Did I click random?
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay.
You still win. Good.
Sweet. Okay. Alright,
oh,
I go
your
first.
turn first now. Okay.
Alright, so let's see here. So that went horrifically wrong. So I'm gonna save the camp dome for last. Because I'm still trying to piece this together. So we're gonna go to the woods. Today you decide to hike all the way across the woods. You want to see what's on the other side. Aw, I got squirrels on my head. It's a long, treacherous hike that ends up only taking an hour. I guess these woods aren't that big after all. How do you and your friends get lost in them so often? Anyway, it turns out there's a library on the other side of the woods. You go in and read some books or something and gain 2 smarts. Okay, so we were able to get our smarts back. So I think we're back to default. Correct.
Good.
You link up with Delia to help her with her ongoing quest to judo throw every tree in the entire forest. It's almost an excuse to hang out with Delia and feed her orange slices while she gets all sweaty resting trees.
Ooh.
Alright, I think we're making progress. We've been out here for 3 hours and I've thrown... How many trees have I thrown? 0 trees, you tell me. What? What about the 2-legged tree with the hat that kept telling me to stop trying to throw the trees? That was a park ranger, he's telling her. And you're sure that's not a kind of tree? Its bark was the right color. Those were close, he explained. Alright, well, what kind is half a tree? Sure. Alright, who's next? How about this strapping young tree with Scott's face? Okay, you wily tree, this is what you get for impersonating my friend Scott. Yeah! Ah! Oof! Excellent. None of the other trees have made that sound so far. I must be getting stronger. No, Delia, I'm not a tree. It's me, your friend Scott. Scott? Is it really you? I didn't recognize you inside that perfect tree disguise. He is wearing a tree disguise, isn't he? Good lord. With birds, with fake birds. Thanks, but I don't think it's actually that perfect. I've been practicing being a tree in the woods so I can be an even better tree than I was in our high school play, but the other trees don't accept me. They won't even catch my frisbee when I throw it at them. It's like they're ignoring me. Ignoring you? Unacceptable! We've got to make you into the coolest, most tree-like tree in the entire forest. Then they'll accept you and your frisbees. Isn't that right, Chad? It seems just a wee bit futile, but Delia's so cute when she's engaged in an impossible task. If you come up with a good enough idea, maybe it'll improve your chances with her. Alright, so we screwed up the last time. Let's see here. Good in Walmart grocery shopping and shocked I have a signal to tune in. Saw Lawrence Street. Alright, good. Glad you're able to make it. Let me see here. While I'm trying to figure this out. So, Black Belle, how did you get started into streaming in the first place? That is my next question to you, while I'm trying to figure this out.
I mean, I was debating doing it last year, like in October, but I was debating doing YouTube first, and so I started like recording YouTube videos, and I can't edit worth a darn. So I decided just live streaming would probably be better. And there was this game that was coming out that people were hyped for, Rune Factory 4. And it was a farming game, and I was like, oh, that would be a perfect way to start the channel. It's a farming game, and it also has Otome elements, like you can pick someone and get married to them essentially in the game.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, this would be a perfect game to start with, and so I picked that one, and I've been going since February.
Cool.
I had been debating it for a while. I just, once again, my anxiety was getting the better of me, and I was like, I really don't want to do this. I just decided, just go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Good. Yeah, you know, it's always good to have a game to get you started. You know, get your hit the ground running, so to speak. And I'm glad you were able to find something that could be like your niche moving forward. Okay, so I'm gonna do the second one. Sweet. All right.
Yay!
Bear fruit. You mean like I don't know. Is that what you mean? Do you mean he should bear fruit out of his butt? That's insane. No, you tell them. Trees don't bear fruit out of their butts, do they? No, they don't. Trees don't even have butts. How could I have been so blind? You know so much about trees, Chad. Damn right you do. That's why you can say with confidence that trees bear fruit from behind their ears. Chad, you just reached behind Scott's ear and produced a delicious Fuji apple. What sorcery is this? It's not sorcery, you say. It's just science. Scott's a tree, so when you reach behind his ear, you get apples. Let me try. You tried to stop her because you were really just doing a bullshit sleight of hand magic trick to make your friend feel better, but you can't stop her. She reaches behind Scott's ear and comes with 2 apples. What? How could this be? Honestly, you have no idea. You are completely bewildered by the apparent apple-producing powers of Scott's head. Wow, I must really be a tree if all these apples are coming out of my head. Maybe now the trees will finally accept me. To test this theory, Scott throws his frisbee at one of the trees. It gets stuck in the tree's upper branches. Hey, it worked! Thanks, guys! Don't thank me, thank Chad for discovering your secret apple magic. I was thinking both of you. Oh, okay, good. Not only have you impressed Aaliyah, but she even lets you boost her up to grab Scott's frisbee from up in the tree. You gain 2 fun and 1 smart. Alright, now we're net positive. Net positive.
Alright, so where should we go? We haven't been... I'm probably gonna head... Oh, I can't head in the woods once you pick the woods. Dang it. Okay. You know what? Let's go in the Camp Dome. Yeah. That day at the Camp Dome, you're doing some classic battle royale. Lots of fun and murder. You've cornered another player who begs you to spare her life. You decide to spare her, but you still shoot an arrow in her spleen. Little known fact, people store excess charm in there. She starts bleeding charm, so you take 2 charm and drink it. It refreshes you and makes your skin clearer. You link up with Joy so you can practice summoning a wokeness elemental. You just compose the necessary tweaks and draw the sigils and ethically sourced lamb's blood when Oh no! Hey you kids, stop getting blood on the grass. Why? Because it's my grass, that's why. I just bought this camp to turn it into a shopping mall. And the only blood I once spilled on my land is the blood of commerce. Also orphans, if it's profitable.
Good lord.
What? You can't buy this summer camp. It's a source of happiness for so many people. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a law that says things that make people happy can't be bulldozed? Never mind. I don't give a shit about laws. I'm rich. You won't get away with this.
All right,
Good
Montana
always
man.
triumphs in the end. Pipe down, sugar. You'll love it. I'll put 2 hot topics in there.
Oh God.
So you'll always have one to turn to when the other one gets too mainstream. Now go get yourself another black mesh something and let the men work.
Real
The
quick
CEO
before you
wanders off.
continue, that little hot topic nod there, we have a new name for that now. It's called Starbucks. Because they said, you know, there's one next to the other, and if one gets too popular,
Oh, right. That's true, because there's a Starbucks on every corner.
yeah. I know. I didn't think it was funny either. Continue.
Right, I just got it.
Okay.
The CEO wanders off with his tape measure to figure out exactly how many sharper image outlets he can fit in the dome, leaving you alone with a fuming joy. Ugh! I want to punch that dick right in his asshole. It's
Okay.
like how Damien feels all the time, but for reasons. He's right, though. We can't rely on natural forces to stop him. Our only hope is to turn to the supernatural. Joy whips out the biggest spell book you've ever seen and slams it down on the grass. Jeez, where was she keeping that thing? This is the Tome of Buchanan, the most powerful collection of anti-capitalist magic ever assembled. There must be something in here that can put an end to that man's horrible schemes, but what? You search the ancient pages for the perfect spell, and you narrow it down to 2 options. Sacrifice 1,000 shares of Fortune 500 stock to summon the invisible hand of the market, or construct the only artifact powerful enough to imprison a Monopoly man, the go-to-jail card.
That's
Ooh,
funny. Huh.
I don't know.
Let's see here.
I figured the invisible hand of the market might work in his favor, but the
Right.
go-to-jail card may not work either because rich people don't go to jail.
Yeah, he might just buy his way out.
Right. Let's go with the invisible hand of the market. Yes.
Nice.
You know, that just might work. Now most ordinary witches wouldn't have 1,000 shares of Fortune 500 stock lying around. But luckily, the Coven and I rescued Fortuna, Roman goddess of luck, from her secret prison behind Las Vegas. So she owes me one. Or should I say, she owes me 1,000. True to her word, Joy soon has 1,000 shares of extremely valuable stock. You sacrifice them all by setting the receipts on fire while horrified stockbrokers look on. Death to the man! The stockbroker part isn't necessarily part of the ritual. You just love the look on their faces. The ritual is complete, and I feel it. The dark presence swiftly approaching. The invisible hand of the market! They say the invisible hand has the power to make the poor rich and the rich poor. They say it topples kings and destroys empires. A cold wind whips through camp, and you suddenly feel the presence of something invisible and fingery. But according to my research, it's actually just a really mean hand that nobody can see. Isn't that right, invisible hand?
Oh,
You hear
God.
a satisfied snapping sound from somewhere nearby. It's here. Hey, invisible hand, want to go prank a CEO? He's right over there. The wind rips past you. The hand is on the move. Excellent. Now all we have to do is watch and wait. Ow, what's this? A wedgie? And my wallet is missing. Oh no. No, please, Mr. Invisible Hand, sir. Don't play your financial pranks on me. I've always been your loyal servant. Stop pinching my butt and posting inflammatory tweets about my business for a second and listen to me. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. What are you doing? No, don't use high-frequency short selling to undermine my business's share prices. You're mad. And worst of all, I can't tell whether you're flipping me off or not because you're invisible. Curses! You win, you vivacious summer campers, but I'll make peace with this mischievous hand and get back. You hear me? I'll be back! Wow, that went even better than expected. You're a natural magician. I try. I'm a little disturbed that our entire world economy is controlled by that shitty hand, but then again, it's not like I loved capitalism in the first place. Neither did you. The only love you feel is for the radical witch standing right in front of you. Hey, we got charm and fun.
Alright. Nice. Let's trade places. Okay. Everybody choose a color. Say your choice out loud to the other player before clicking.
Purple!
Green.
Alright. Player order is decided based on how disturbing it would be to go to your boss's house, only to discover that everything they own is that color. Start debating now.
Okay, so if I go to my boss's house and everything there is green, I guess that's not that as disturbing. Because my boss, when she first started out with the company, she was just a hot dog person, and green just seemed like a color that I think green probably would suit her at this point. So yeah, I'm probably gonna lose on that one. What about you?
Okay, go to your boss's house. My boss, she constantly wears black because we're in theater. If I go to her house and I see that everything is purple, I'm gonna think that she's having a bad day.
You know, that's interesting though, because black and purple usually go hand in hand. That actually sounds kind of normal.
Dang it.
Yeah, like if you looked at anybody that's dressed in black, or you've seen any designs with black, usually purple is right there. It's either purple or red. That's usually right next to it. So yeah. So I think I win that one.
Dang it, you suck.
Sweet. Alright. Chad is up. But before Chad continues, we got some questions.
Okay.
So, if I'm not mistaken, BlackBelleFlower, you are still or actually you mentioned it earlier, you are a connoisseur of K-pop music.
Yes.
So, what got you into K-pop in the first place?
Okay, how do I simplify this story? I was into anime. And then from anime, I jumped into J-pop. And I was talking to my friend about J-pop, and he kept telling me about this K-pop band. And he was like, their music videos are so dramatic. It was a rock band, and they had like this really dramatic storyline music video where one of them got beat up at the end. And so I watched it, and I was like, this is really cool. And that was back when we were in college. I think the first year of college or the last year of high school, somewhere in there. And so the band was called FT Island, and I ended up like loving them. And from there, whenever I get into something, I have like this obsessive phase, and so I start researching everything about it. And from there, I ended up finding like tons more K-pop groups, and that was just it. I like the music. The music is super catchy. I like the fact that artists in K-pop are so accessible. Like if you want to learn about a group, all you have to do is type them in on YouTube, and you can find every TV show they've been on, every interview they've ever done, every random show that they do. It's so accessible. So you feel like you really know the person you're listening to.
Okay, that sounds cool. Because I've heard some of the songs you played back when we were both working at the same company, and like especially when we were doing like the upgrades or whatever the case, like they would have you like try to push that sort of thing, and then the cool thing was that we're talking about a company where we play music, and the only music they really allow is like Motown, and then here you come with this K-pop stuff. And no one contested you. They just let you do your thing. And I was like, oh, well, all right then. I'm sitting here like, oh man, they're gonna turn the music off, but no, they didn't. They just kept playing. It's like, oh, well, all right, sweet.
It was family friendly.
Yeah, it's because nobody knew what they were saying.
And you know, it helped it. The energy. What I've noticed is like when I would have to do things at work, and I was silent. It was very difficult for me to come out of my shell. But when I had the K-pop blasting in the background, I felt so much more natural, and we were able to like raise so much money and stuff for charity because of that. That I was like, please don't take my boombox. I need this thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit next to this bug person thing here. Just trying to experiment. Hello, Chad. Thank you for joining me. Though I must ask, why have you chosen to sit with me, Mossman, instead of one of our 6 most charismatic campers who most of our friends seem to be crushing on? I know, because you're not very romance-driven despite this being a dating sim? Or some other jungle fuck took the log you wanted before you could sit down? I see. Well, as long as you're here, would you like to swap scandalizing stories and rumors about people?
Ooh.
That's kind of what we do here on my log, so if you don't like it, you can get off. Well, you're already sitting down and don't feel like getting up, so if it's gossip Moss demands, it's gossip again. Choose a player to strike with your gossip skills.
Oh no.
Oh, well, I'm not going to strike myself.
Right.
No pairs, poetry reading, Naruto LARP, yogurt themes, Coyote Mud Wrestling Championship. Let's see here. We'll do the yogurt theme.
Oh, no!
Let's see here. Flat Earther apologist, reincarnation of Freddie Mercury, more evil twin of Jeff Bezos, flame sword swallower. Let me think here. I'm not gonna be so bad as say that you're a flat earther apologist.
Thank God.
But I will say you're a more evil twin of Jeff Bezos. Type it along. A cylindrical object. Oh, it's one of those custom story things. I see. Cylindrical object. We will say. We'll say a pipe.
Oh no. I'm so scared of this.
What a wonderful rumor, Chad. I adored every second of it. You should shirk your desires to flirt with our fellow campers and sit next to me more often. Before you know it, everybody's repeating your juicy, blatantly untrue rumor. Hey, have you heard about Lauren yet? Well, listen up, because this is a very interesting tale. A few months ago, while Lauren went to her yearly yogurt-themed sexcapade, she met an attractive stranger and began a secret relationship with them. It was quite the steamy affair. Lauren's new partner was fun, witty, smart, and they really knew their way around a pipe in bed, if you know what I mean. Unfortunately, the relationship had to end when Lauren's partner found out about Lauren's double life as a more evil twin of Jeff Bezos. It was obvious that their relationship couldn't continue, and Lauren's secret sweetie bade her a disgusted goodbye. It's kind of funny knowing what gets Lauren's rocks off. I won't be able to get it out of my mind next time I talk to her.
I will have my revenge.
You use your gossiping powers for evil today, and as a result, Lauren loses 4 charm. Do with that what you will.
No! You are evil!
I just picked it randomly. I wasn't sure.
Fine. I gotta help.
That is great. Oh, that is gold. That is such gold.
You're all geared up to invent a new kind of s'more. You're thinking jalapenos, maybe? Then suddenly, give it to me. It's my turn. Damien, Heiket's third eye necklace is a powerful and dangerous magical artifact. You don't take turns with it. In fact, you don't touch it at all. But you've had it all day. Yes, because I got it when I defeated Larry the Like's father after he mysteriously turned evil following his son's ultimate untimely death at Spooky High. Third untimely death? Now I'm keeping it safe. I'm not understanding what you're not understanding. I think the part you're not understanding is that I want it. Oh, Damien.
Alright.
Oh boy. You're never gonna pioneer the jalapeno s'more at this rate. Better take a side and score some jalapeno brownie points. If you let Damien hold it, he'll probably just set it on fire and destroy it. But if it's such a dangerous artifact, it should save you a lot of trouble. Damien, leave joy alone. I have an even cooler magical artifact. It's called Magic the Gathering.
See, if that was me, I would have easily picked the second one, regardless of what the stat result would be. Because you know I'm a big Magic the Gathering person.
I know. I've always wanted to learn how to play. It just looks so complicated.
It's definitely one of those games where it's learning it doesn't take too long, but mastering it takes a long time.
Let's go with Damien leave joy alone. There we go. What's this now? You gather magic? And then do what with it? Blow it up? You start to explain, but realize practice is the best teacher, so you pull out your Magic the Gathering deck out of your pocket. Lauren, you swore to me that you'd given up Magic the Gathering. After all the trouble it's gotten into, you still return to that nasty habit? You sigh and admit that the lure of those sweet cards was too much to bear, and you gave in to your former addiction. Did you stop going to your meetings? You explained that you kept going, but it turns out they were actually just Magic the Gathering tournaments, which didn't help at all. I wasn't listening to any of that shit, but it was just long and boring enough that I did a deep dive into Magic the Gathering, and I'm all in, baby! I assembled the baddest deck ever! And so the cycle begins again. I got Tassigar, the Golden Fang, and
Vidillion Click, and Geist of Saint Trapped, and then I spent several $1,000s bidding on a Black Lotus on eBay, and now I'm Yo! He went and got a Black Lotus?! Fun fact, the Black Lotus is running for like 10 grand right now.
Real?
Yes. It is the most expensive card in Magic the Gathering.
Wow.
I hope
That's
he
a lot
sleeved
of
it.
money.
Hope he sleeved it up.
Now I need to buy every copy of the card Riptide Mangler now because the name is Brad. So can I please have some money? Absolutely not. Sick! I've been waiting for an excuse to rob a bank. See ya, suckers!
Oh, Lord.
As Damien leaves, you realize he has stolen your entire deck, making it much easier for you to quit the habit. You enjoy begin finding healthy new hobbies for you. It's like meditation, cross-stitch, and subtly flirting while maintaining an aura of mystery and anticipation. It's very healing and very bonding. Nice!
Oh, okay.
Everyone choose a celebrity. Say your choice out loud to other players before clicking.
Choose a celebrity. I'm gonna pick the man, the myth, the legend himself. Jason Statham.
I'm gonna pick Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
One day, the chosen celebrity knocks on your door and asks you to prepare soup for them. They do this every day. When asked why they do this, they just start screaming for an hour. This might sound absurd, but the player orders decide based on which celebrity would be the least absurd doing this.
Jason Statham is actually very soft-spoken. So yeah, so yeah, I don't actually see him yelling for an hour, because he normally doesn't yell. He speaks very softly.
And I will not argue with you because I'd like to be in first.
Yeah, you got that one. You got that one, yeah.
All right, week 2.
This is fun. This is very fun.
I'm glad. I was like, don't pick something. Let's go in the woods.
Oh, so now you
While you're
take the
hiking
woods.
through the woods, you find a little clearing with a beautiful blue pond. There's a very handsome man staring deeply. Huh?
Oh no, I'm just getting my next question ready. You can continue.
Oh, okay. There's a very handsome man staring deeply into the pond. He's talking to his reflection like it's another person. A person he really wants to fuck.
Okay.
You swipe his wallet when he's not looking and find out that his name is Narcissus. I knew it. He is not an organ donor, asshole. And he's one punch away from getting a free smart water at 7-Eleven. Well, he's definitely not going to use that anytime soon. You head to the gas station and gain 2 smarts from your smart water.
Nice.
You're taking a walk, which is your go-to excuse to get some good farts out, when you see Joy and Scott. Looks like they're wandering around with cameras and taking pics. Scott, I'm trying to get a good shot of the extremely dead possum over there, but I can't get the focus quite right. Any ideas? Coach always says that you gotta stay focused the whole game, even if there might be a bone buried under the field. Does that help? You've gotten a sufficient amount of farts out for the time being, so you wander over and ask what these 2 hotties are up to. Oh, Scott and I are just taking pictures for our photography class. Photography keeps me slightly distracted from the constant, never-ending stress of my world-saving duties. And I love taking pictures! You know that feeling when somebody pats your head for being a good boy? If you take a picture, you can remember it forever instead of just like 15 minutes. What are you doing here, Lauren? You're not by any chance here to follow us around and try to get one of us to sleep with you. No!
Wow.
Not at all.
That's quite the assumption.
You start nervously sweating and assure Joy that you're not here to increase your stats until one of them agrees to bone. You're here because because you love photography. Yeah, go with that. To prove it, you whip out your phone and show them all the pics you've taken of your semi-nude body. Wait, we're doing photography? That's a phone. Phones don't make pictures. Don't worry, it's an easy mistake to make. I get my camera confused with Calculester all the time.
Okay.
You show Scott that your phone can indeed take pictures. You open your camera app, snap a picture of his tail even though it's wagging a lot, and show it to him. Oh, a phone can take a picture? It can also take a call? I didn't know that one thing could do 2 things.
Oh boy.
Lord, you're obviously some kind of photography expert. You gotta check out my technique and give me coach tips to improve my form. Scott shows you enjoy his picture-taking technique, which is mostly just pointing shiny objects excitedly and throwing his camera at them. You tell Scott that you've got a game-changing tip for him. He just needs to press the big, black, shiny shutter button on his camera. That'll up his game for sure. Wait a second, Scott. Oh, darn it, I missed it.
Oh,
So
no.
you hit the big button, the camera actually takes a picture? Before I was just politely asking the camera to take it. My mind is blown.
Oh boy.
Well, even I have to admit that was a pretty helpful piece of advice. I'm almost convinced you're not just here to sleep with one of us. So if you're really such a fan of photography, surely you can give me some pointers too, right? I'd love to learn from your expertise, Crap.
Oh boy. There goes.
Joy's calling your bluff, and she'll be way less easy to impress than Scott. You have to convince her you're a real pro, or you'll yet again be exposed as super horny. So Lauren, why don't you tell me what's your biggest photography secret?
Huh.
Oh God.
This is actually
I
really,
can.
really neat. Let's see here.
I
I
cannot.
I
Go
think you
ahead.
mentioned this earlier,
Uh
but
huh.
I'm gonna ask you to elaborate a little bit more on like what draws you to Otome games and farming games, etc.
Okay. Um, I like things that are like peaceful. So I don't like. I mean, like there are some games I play that are stressful, but a lot of the times I just think it's the peaceful aspect of like just living in a small town, getting to farm and meet new people,
Mm-hmm.
like becoming just a member of the town and seeing your profit go up in a farming game is so much fun. And then there's cute like little competitions in the farm, and I'm competitive sometimes, so I like getting the best cow at the fair and stuff. As
Mm-hmm.
corny as that sounds, I work very hard so my cow can win the fair.
Yeah, I've seen when you play what is it? Not RuneScape, but Rune Factory. You play Rune Factory too, it's like, oh man, we've got this pie eating contest or something, and you're just so into it, and then like you get second, and you're like, whore!
Right.
I just
It's
start
so
laughing after that.
It's so disappointing to come in second in a festival. I'll be so mad.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, and so with Otome games, I shallow and like pretty 2D people. So it's nice just to play. And like I really love an Otome game that has like a cute story. Like with my favorite Tokimeki Memorial, you're essentially reconnecting with like your high school love. And so I think it's absolutely adorable. And then you have games like Pio Fiori that have like a really deep mafia romance story. And so those are fun too. So I just like the different stories that people come up with. And I don't know, I like romancing 2D characters.
Okay, makes sense. Cool. Okay, so I probably shouldn't be helping you, but I have a sneaking suspicion the second one could potentially increase your boldness, just based on how it's worded.
It just feels like it's too simple an answer.
No, the first one seems like too simple an answer. The second one seems like it's a bold answer.
Okay, so you do, but it could also be the not so smart answer.
Yeah?
I cannot disclose photography's biggest secret joy. I'd be betraying the photographer's trust. Okay, so you knew about the button to take pictures, but what about this other button to take better? Okay, I'm gonna go with it. I feel like I'm being sabotaged. I knew it!
Get there.
Whoa, a secret button? That's awesome. Here, let me press the button. Gosh, that's not a button. That's not a camera at all, actually. Lauren is clearly pointing at her genitalia. What? That is what the secret button is. Well, no. I mean, you're using both hands to probably point to your crotch. That much is true. Oh, God. Is this supposed to be a crass attempt to get one of your campmates to touch your junk? Seriously? No! You want to explain, but before you can even open your mouth, this isn't funny or cute at all. It's indisputable sexual harassment, and I'm not going to tolerate it anymore. Shoot! Oh! I just wish I could press a secret button that would, oh God, that would stop your obnoxious level of thirst and total disrespect for any semblance of boundaries. It leaves before you can explain yourself. You get the portable secret button you store inside your pants. It's an expensive gadget you bought some weeks ago in case you wanted to take sick pics. You were sure that was the best storage option because, as we all know, it's way harder for anyone to steal valuables you store around your crotch area. Plus, it doubles as a shield for your genitalia. Win-win. Except for the part where you look like a total perv for pointing at where you keep the button without giving proper context.
Wow.
Although, I lost my smarts and my fun. Boo!
Well, I guess
I'm not listening to you anymore.
Well, I guess from a competitive side, it was the right answer.
I'm not listening to you anymore.
Let's see here. I'm gonna go to the manor. Let's see what's going on here. You go to the haunted manor to gain some boldness, since you found a brochure that promised some boldness if you visited. Instead, you find a mischievous demon. It was all a ruse to lure you here. The demon will take 9 years of your life. Well, I don't care. I'm a flippin' zombie. What difference does that make? You take the demon to court for misleading advertising. The jury isn't fond of mischievous demons who fool people into giving years of their life up, so you win and the demon has to give you 2 boldness. Fuck yeah. None of that gets you any closer to banging your campmates, though, which is why you're so relieved to find Delilah shortly after. She appears to be thinking. Harpoon gun, baby powder, tank of compressed helium. What am I missing? Oh, hey Chad. Behold my latest gambit in my all-out campaign to have the best summer ever. You see, one key component of an optimal summer is an amazing tent, and an amazing tent needs amazing tent supplies. I've already packed all the essentials: a grill for cooking my tent steaks, a snuggly teddy bear so I can keep my biceps toned by squeezing it tight, and of course a bag of live snails. I'm sure I don't even need to explain that one. But I just can't shake the feeling that I'm missing something, and if I'm missing something, there's a chance that my tent will be suboptimal. I can't allow that to happen. Well, what could it be? I've already got a cooler full of spare organs and a spiked dog collar in case I find a dog. Maybe I need a hand mirror for starting campfires and checking out my look? No, that'd interfere with the tent's laser grid. Okay, I'm really stumped, but you look like a monster with a lot of camping savvy. Maybe you can help. If Delia's gullible enough to believe you have camping savvy, you probably got bigger problems. Well, here goes nothing. Alright, no one ever thinks about the tent's well-being. Bring a tent for the tent in case the tent gets cold. Everyone knows a survival setup isn't complete without some to share it with. Interesting. So do we go with the mushy side, or do we go with the silly side? I'm gonna go for the silly side. Sweet! Of course, I've been so self-centered, I never considered how the tent might feel. I mean, what if my poor tent were to freeze to death and die? I don't want to sleep in a rotting tent corpse. I'll add a tent for my tent right away.
Oh.
But wait, what if my tent gets cold? I'll need a tent. Yes, excellent. With a tent for my tent. Every tent in my arsenal will be protected from the, oh dear. Your thirsty ass aids Delia as she follows this recursive tent problem to its natural conclusion. You set up a tent for her tent, and so on, until, my tent's. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So my tent to the 17th power is so massive it blots out the sun. Hey, says Elizabeth, the solar angel who loves to tan. Stop blocking out the sun with your tent to the 10th power. Oh, to the 10th power. I'm sorry, I was wrong. You dare to challenge the lady of the 1,000 nested tents? I shall rule this camp with a nylon fist. Gee, says Elizabeth, chill out, it's cool. I'll go tent somewhere else, like the actual sun. Yes, my power cannot be denied. Come, Chad, let us tent until all of the camp spooky lies in our shade. You really want to smooch Delilah, so you roll with this bonkers plan until it's nighttime and you're both totally exhausted. You slump to the ground. Thank you for your help pitching all these tents. You truly are a powerful ally. I'm guessing you're too tired to return your own tent. Would you like to share mine?
Ooh.
Hell yeah, you would. You follow I keep saying her name wrong. The Delia into her gigantic tower, only to run out of steam and pass out 54 layers deep. You don't get to snuggle with Delia, but you almost did, and that's worth at least 2 fun and 1 charm. Sweet! Sweet. Justia, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Also, thank you for everybody joining the stream. This is the December edition of McAgee3 Meetups, where we shout out streamers and content creators. My guest today is BlackBelleFlower. We are playing Monster Camp, which is an Atome game or a dating game, if you will. And we're getting to know BlackBelleFlower and what makes her tick. So, alright, challenge. Everybody choose a movie. Say your choice out loud to the other players before clicking.
Godfather.
Say again?
Godfather.
I'm gonna pick RoboCop, because that's my favorite movie of all time.
RoboCop's cool.
The 1983 version, by the way, not the...
I didn't even see the new one, so I'm with you on that.
It's all good. Player order is decided based on the likelihood that thousands of years from now, archaeologists will use said movie to explain how society functioned in the 21st century. Start debating now.
Okay, so The Godfather is a perfect explanation of how society functioned in the 21st century.
Okay.
You got your loyalty to your family. That was big in the 21st century. You have a hierarchy within your circle, your social circle. That always happens. And then you have people who are willing to do anything they can to protect the people that they love. And that was Michael Corleone in a nutshell. Protected his father from being shot in the hospital. He got revenge for Sonny. He got revenge for his wife who passed away. He's keeping Kate in the dark because he wants to protect her. Perfect movie.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the reason why I said with RoboCop, and this is actually a not so positive outlook. If you've looked at 2019 and 2020 and what's been on the news with a bunch of people getting shot up by police, because that's all RoboCop is. He's just shooting up. In RoboCop, he's shooting up a bunch of criminals and asking questions later because he himself got murdered and was turned into a machine. In the case of the last couple of years, these shootings have been happening. However, the people that were getting shot were not criminals.
Exactly. So RoboCop is not accurate.
Okay. All right. So I guess you win that one. All right. So you get to go first.
All right.
All right.
Let's see. We already went to the lake. We should probably... We've kind of been most places. You know what? I'm going back to the woods.
Okay.
While hiking through the woods, you're approached by an NPC who has a quest for you. You can tell she's an NPC because she only says the same 4 things over and over. It keeps doing the same idle animation. The NPC's quest is to deliver a very important scroll to her father. She made it extremely clear that no one else is allowed to read it or terrible things will happen. Oh, I read it, darn it. Looks like her dad is never going to make that famed dessert in time for the NPC family potluck because you eat the recipe scroll and gain 2 smarts. Got my smarts back.
Okay.
Later, you're wandering around, trying to tell if you have mercury poisoning from all the tuna you ate for breakfast. When you see Joy and Scott, these two again.
Oh boy.
More photography? Yeah, we're supposed to take a photography class together. This week we're supposed to capture the majesty of nature. What would you say is more majestic, a small bush or a small shrub? You have a desperate need to be included in basically everything your friends do. So you whip out your phone and start snapping pics with Scott and Joy. Yay, friendship! Suddenly, Scott pauses. He takes a big sniff of the air and inhales for about 40 seconds straight. Okay. I thought something smelled kinda off. Joy, you okay? You smell stressed out. Like the time I asked if you could eat macaroni just using my butt. What? Please don't smell me. Thanks. But I am a bit stressed. It's just that everything is so calm.
Dude,
and when things seem... Go ahead.
His face when he just... he's just staring out into the distance. Just a blank face is hilarious.
I know, I love Scott. It's just that when everything is so calm, and when things seem calm, that's actually when they're least calm. It's the calm before the storm. When there's no obvious evil approaching, that just means the whole world is about to be blindsided by the biggest threat imaginable. We should be more worried than ever. You think maybe you saved the world so much you got used to saving it? Maybe you're just not used to chilling out. It's like me in football. When I see a football, I want to catch it. But somebody has to throw it first and it needs to be caught. It took me a while to accept. Ugh, no way. This is not about me and my emotional defense mechanisms. Is she sure? There's definitely an ancient evil lurking just beneath the surface around here. Like, for example, look at these pictures. If this were a normal episode with the Coven, we'd spend the first 2 minutes talking photos and setting up some B-plots, and then we'd discover a mysterious omen in these pictures, teasing the larger evil that's yet to come. See? Doesn't this picture of a tree look a little foreboding to you? It kinda just looks like a normal tree to me. Looks sort of familiar, actually. I think I peed on that tree once. Oh, God. Okay, so maybe that's not an omen, but what about the sunflower? At first I thought it showed off the elegant symmetry of the flower, but it might be an omen. Alright, I'm gonna look through the pictures I took and find an omen because I want to be a good friend. Oh my God, Joy, look! Look at this photo! It's so blurry! It's evil! It's a blurry evil omen!
Oh boy,
no,
such a
that's
lunkhead.
I know, but he's preciously lunkheaded. That's a blurry picture of your thumb. Hey, Kate, help me. Maybe this was a bad idea. Uh-oh. Looks like Joy's coming up short on omens and is about to be exposed as a total workaholic. Look through your pictures and find something ominous to help her out. Okay. This picture has a flock of birds, okay, which are classic bad omens. If we connect the birds like you connect the dots, I'm sure we'll find an ominous warning. Or the resolution is too high in all these pictures. It's a clear omen technology has gone too far. Birds! No!
Wow, I didn't even have to help you there.
Shut up!
Yarp.
Birds are super typical bad omens. I mean, it's usually the crows or vultures, or maybe ravens, but even that's a stretch. Oh no, I passed that. Crap! Wait, so this is an omen? That means we get to connect the dots? Yes, yes, yes. I love connecting the dots. I even keep a marker on me at all times, just in case I need to do a prank or connect some dots. Come here, you crazy dots. I'm gonna connect you together with all your dot friends. Escape is impossible. You, Scott, and Joy spend 2 hours carefully connecting all the pigeons in this photo together. Turns out there was a message hidden in the dots. It reads, "Beware! Oh God! Lauren is too hot and sexy. Smooch at your own risk."
Oh Lord.
You smile quietly to yourself. Everything is going exactly to your plan. You're a genius for bribing those birds to fly in that very specific pattern for this photo.
Wow.
Oh my God, you guys. I thought we were just connecting the dots for fun, but it's actually really scary how they spelled out a message about someone we know. Yes, you're finally getting it. Omens are terrifying and we should take them very seriously. That's our only warning of the terrible earth-ending evil that's yet to come. In this case, the omen is telling us that Lauren is too hot. Fascinating. Previously, I have to admit that I was a bit interested in Lauren. But what? But apparently we need to be extremely wary of getting close to Lauren because her hotness is clearly the sign of an ancient evil.
Oh boy.
Flynn! No! This omen is really scary. I'm officially adding omens to my list of fears, along with fireworks and never meeting my dad.
Aw, poor guy.
It's okay, Scott. Just stick with me. I saved the world loads of times from tons of omens. Let's get out of here. Lauren is clearly radiating some evil vibes.
Ooh.
Fuck! You spent a lot of money bribing pigeons for this silly plan just to get your friends to think you're hot. Those pigeons totally scammed you. Scott also draws on your face with his marker, just to make sure you're as unhot as possible. You lose your dignity along with 2 creativity and 1 charm.
So now I think your creativity's back to what it started out as.
I hate this.
Jeez, but yo, so my next question to you is, so do you have like a ultimate goal for your content creation, or are you just strictly doing it for fun?
Wow. I haven't really. I mean, I have thought about that, honestly. I just, I'm worried that when I give voice to things, I jinx it for myself. But I would like to eventually possibly put together like a team of Otome game players and kind of just make. I mean, Otome games are starting to become more mainstream because Nintendo Switch is localizing a lot of them.
Right.
But I just think I would like to make Otome games a more popular thing for people to watch on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. That's a cool objective to aim for. Cool.
And kind of just like be known as like, oh, that's BlackBelleFlower. That's the girl who plays those Otome games. She's cool. Like.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so let's see here. Scout HQ. The day all the scouts make a braid chain as a team building exercise, you learn all sorts of new ways to braid hair. But the person braiding your hair accidentally ties an infinity knot into your head. There's no way to untie it. You can see into infinity. But right before a coach gives you the worst haircut of your life, you see how all of your friends will die. It's useful in helping you eliminate David Davidson, the doomed deer person, from your romantic prospects. Okay. You also watch every Marvel movie that will ever be released. You gain 2 creativity from witnessing so many plot twists. Alright. Cute. You're then challenged to an arm wrestling match with Delia. You try so hard you pass out. That's right, I think she's a scout, but she doesn't like wearing her badges. When you regain consciousness, you're in the middle of one of Coach's workshops on how to catch rare forest animals alongside her, Aravi and Hex. Or alongside her, Aravi and Hex. Oh, there they are. Good. Sleepyhead's awake. And just in time. We are on the eve of battle. The battle of catching a feral, ferocious foe with nothing but our bare hands. And my swords and daggers and crossbows and my enchanted mace. Also, my enchanted pepper spray. Don't worry, kids. All your unique and occasionally comedically clashing strengths will be necessary in bringing down this hideous beast. Today we'll be hunting a cryptid so rare that he's only been captured in a few dozen photographers on Google Images. Take a look. Wait, this isn't a cryptid. It's Billy Wilder. I loved his work on The Apartment and Some Like It Hot. Yes, Hex, but not quite. You see, this creature was famed Golden Age Hollywood director Billy Wilder, but over time he grew disenchanted with Hollywood life. Now he lives in these very woods, transformed into the feral and terrifying Billy Wildest. Alright. The Fiend! Does he still direct critically acclaimed comedies? Good lord. Not really. Mostly he just eats people and occasionally ghost writes. Perhaps you have heard of the film Transformers The Last... Oh. Ugh, that movie was bad. Oh my god, yes I have. He must be stopped. Don't worry, coach. We'll behead the beast. What's the plan to capture him? Oh, yes, the plan. The plan for Billy Wildest. The plan devised specifically to capture and kill Billy Wildest. The Billy Wildest plan. You've got nothing. Well, I was so wrapped up in giving you kids this information, I forgot to plot anything. But hey, the four of you coming up with a plan will be a great team building exercise. Shaking my head, just like a gym teacher to make the students run mental laps while they sit back and watch. Well, somebody needs to hatch up a plan, Billy Wildest. What you got? Snare him in a predatory movie contract. Create an award ceremony for best director currently living as a wild man in the woods. Are you sure? That sounds like a lot of work. Like we'll have to make a whole fake award ceremony and get people to attend it, and that sounds perfect. Lately all of my campaigns have been way too battle heavy. It'll be nice to roleplay for a while. Yeah, and I'll finally get to earn my present an award to a deceased director badge. Everybody said it was impossible, but I'll show them. You get to work transforming camp into a prestigious award venue. Aravi and Dalia get really into picking out the decorations, finding fancy outfits, etc. On the night of the event, you invite all of the notable feral Hollywood directors to the ceremony. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the first Feral Hollywood Director Awards. I am your host, Hex, with my assistant, Aravi, here. I'm such a huge fan of all of you, so the first event will be having all of the directors sign my face. I knew I should have never have invited you to this. Can we just skip to the nominees? First we have Skippy the Squirrel, best known for his endearingly homoerotic rom-com, Nuts for Your Nuts. Next is Alfred Peacock for his terrifying work in the forest horror film of the year, The Humans. We also have Billy Wildest, whose latest claim to fame is eating your children in their beds at night. And last but not least, Michael Bay. You hear a single woo from the crowd followed by a small explosion. And the winner is Billy Wildest. Billy, please come to the stage and accept your award. Billy Wildest mounts the stage amidst uproaring applause. The award is a golden net. Dalia throws it over him. Oh, he cries forlornly. I've been trapped, just as I was trapped by the net of Hollywood's superficial commercial desires, and also almost by Nazi Germany. Alright, that escalated quickly. You all carry Billy away before he starts getting too real. There's no place for true emotional depth at an award ceremony. The whole thing ends with a bitchin' after party where you all watch Steven Spielberg and Alfred Peacock do a keg stand. You gain 2 fun and 1 boldness. Sweet! Trade places! Everybody choose okay, so we're choosing a celebrity again. I am going to pick Halle Berry.
Michael Keaton.
Okay, and while we're doing that, okay, so let's actually get to the thing first, and then I'll ask my next question. Play order is decided based on which celebrity you most want to open a bed and breakfast with in the middle of the woods. Okay, so before we continue with that, BlackBelleFlower, do you have a philosophy to your content creation? Is there something that when you make content or when you're streaming that this is my way of doing it and like there's no real you can't tell me otherwise type of thing?
I I don't know. I usually like picking things that are like super fun and that I can engage with the chat. So that's what I basically look for when I'm choosing a game to play. It's something that everybody can like kind of comment on, and it won't just be me playing by myself.
Okay.
And I guess I mean I don't know if that really answered your question or not.
I mean, it kind of does. Like you want to play games that are fun. Like,
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and fun and engaging, like stuff that we can all comment on. Like my favorite streams are the streams where like we're all just dying laughing and chat together.
Right. Yeah, that's a rule of thumb. Like you want games that are fun but also interact. Like that makes sense. Okay, so let's see here. You said Michael Keaton. I said Halle Berry. I think my choice is really, really good because Halle Berry is my celebrity crush, and that would be fantastic.
I gotta agree with you. I don't know. I don't think opening a bed and breakfast with Michael Keaton in the middle of the woods would be all that interesting. Alright, you win that.
Hey, let's go. Oh, we're going to the camp again. Alright, so everybody, give me 1 second. It's my turn. I will be right back.
Okay.
I'm back, and we're back. Alright, just had to make sure I could breathe. Ushun Isle, what's up? I forgot about this. I'm all late. You should have to. Or, yeah, welcome one and all to the stream. Alright, so this time around, I'm going to approach Bay and go from there. You sit down between a classic Delilah Cross Joy exchange. Delia. I don't like to say Delia. Maybe it is Delia. I'm gonna say Delia.
Dahlia.
Huh?
Dahlia.
Dahlia? Alright, Dahlia. Dahlia. How am I supposed to be courting this person that I can't even say their name right? Good grief. So anyway, Dahlia is being very intense and excited, and Joy looks like she'd walk over a bed of hot coals if it would shut her up. Come on, Joy. I'd be a great addition to the coven. I've already memorized all your moves, your favorite catchphrases. I even bought the limited edition Kawaii Third Hope phone case off eBay. What more do I need to do? How about be a witch? Or having even the slightest bit of foresight and subtlety to your plans? I can be subtle. Look at me. I'm being subtle right now. Watch as I inconspicuously nudge you towards inviting me into the coven. Now please let me into the coven. I want this so badly. We don't need a fourth member. 3 is the number of the triple goddess, which is not a force that can be broken. Also, we only have 3 main character slots available. If we open a fourth, the network will be forced to establish a union. Ha! Well, I'm sure there's something I could do. Maybe I could be your body double for the really intense fight scenes. I mean, we're basically twins already. No. Aw, come on. Look, I already have a Joy wig that I can wear. Is that real hair? Hell yeah, I've been collecting it slowly while you slept so that I could be prepared for this exact situation, which should show you just how committed I am to the coven. Joy looks halfway between exasperated and disturbed, but God, Dahlia's just so cute when she's irresponsibly passionate about something. You know she's not gonna drop this until she gets a satisfactory answer, but which of them do you want your answer to appeal to the most? You can be a common sleeper agent, so go to sleep and we will let you know when you're needed. Coleman's last season was too grim. This season we need more sex appeal. You can be the irresistible blue seductress who distracts the villains. Huh. So one is a way to like get her off your back, and the other is just directly complimenting her. Huh. I'm gonna go the road less traveled. Wait, how does me sleeping help the coven with an intense battle sequence or a tender emotional conversation that builds character relationships and raises the stakes for the overall season arc? No, trust me, Chad is like so right about this. The role of the Coven sleeper agent is very serious and definitely totally essential to our cause. Oh, well in that case, count me in. I'll sleep like no man, woman, or non-binary badasses that slept before. Yeah, cool, you do that. Okay, now let's talk strategy. Should I go silent mode or full on snoring? Do you have any advice on the best pose to maximize results? Blankets or no blankets? Or should I sleep with one foot outside of the blankets in case I get too hot? You do whatever you think is best. I trust you, as long as you can start, like, right away. Of course. Anything from my fearless leader. I'll go back to my tent and start. Phew, thanks, Chad. You're a lifesaver. You know, the Coven itself may not necessarily need a new member, but I could always use someone to help me beat off rabid fangirls.
How dare you get close to my woman?
But, you know, only if that interests you. Hell yeah, it does. You enjoy some amazing alone time with Joy, discussing your favorite Coven episodes and the best strategies on how to keep annoying fans at bay. So romantic.
Cheating whore.
Let's go. Oh, you're
Time
trying to
spread some rumors about you.
Okay, trying to sabotage me? Alright, do your worst.
Good evening,
I'm ready.
Lauren. I hope you enjoyed your day at summer camp. My day is only just beginning.
Oshun Isle, how you doing?
Huh?
Oh, saying hello to Oshun Isle.
Oh, okay. So I rarely spend time awake during daylight hours. So while you and other campmates get to frolic in the sunshine and hear all sorts of juicy, titillating, world-rocking gossip, I am sleeping away in my tent unaware of it all. Which is why I'm hoping you, a popular soul that you are, would be willing to tell me a bit of gossip you may have heard through the grapevine. Oh, I'm ready to dish. Oh, heard my Colonel Moss, man. You're not gonna deny such a cute giant insect person his gossip, are you? Time to connect some lies and slander. All in the name of being a good friend, of course. Chad. At band camp.
Okay.
Bad things always happen at band camp. Anime waifu. Type in an inanimate object that Lauren would definitely. Why?
Well, there you go. Now's your chance. For your information, your link to the comic book series says page not found. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I can fix that in a jiffy. So before she makes her decision, just use this. Use that link instead. See if that works. I've been struggling with that link for a while, so. All right, Lauren, you're up.
No, okay, so I'm gonna pick something that is an inanimate object that I would definitely not fuck, but for the purposes of the game, something must be picked.
It does. You'd screw in earphones?
Look, I had to pick something for the game.
That's telling. Okay.
Look, I had to pick something for the game.
Okie
Wow,
dokie.
I slept through that? I can't believe it. I have to pull an all-dayer just to spread this news around, but it'll be worth it. See you. You whisper your rumor seductively into a willing ear, and within moments it's circled into the campfire and is now being whispered.
GH Heaven, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, you're fine. Whispered tantalizingly into yours. Hey, so you know Chad, right? I mean, how could anyone forget a weird name like Chad? But have you ever wondered what the name Chad means? Because there's a rumor going around that explains it, and it's pretty interesting. You see, in a forgotten language spoken only by the ancient inhabitants of Bandcamp, Chad actually means one who was in earphones in a past life. Apparently, Chad's parents didn't actually know that, though. They just named him after his father's anime wife. But hey, if you believe in the ancient wisdom of the people of Bandcamp, maybe Chad actually was earphones in a past life. Wouldn't that be cool? Either way, knowing the true meaning of Chad's name gives me an entirely new perspective of him. This sounds like a positive rumor.
It does sound like a positive rumor.
This is not what I wanted. I wanted to sabotage you. No! Why? This is some bullcrap.
Sorry. You gotta be quicker than that. Oh, what's going on here? You were waiting all week to this moment, visiting Juan and getting a good drink. Well, look what the cat dragged in. I have some drinks here for you. It's up to you which one to drink. Let's see what's behind door number 1. What do you say? Will you take the drink of the day?
So
Flash
the drink of the
Genie.
day, is basically something that will either improve your stats or sabotage your stats.
Or would you prefer the mystery box? Interesting. No guts, no glory. Let's go with the box. Ski mask. So bold of you. Hope you're happy with it. No refunds.
Ooh. The classical palette. Okay. Or would you prefer the mystery box? I don't like the unknown. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed. Your prize is the drink you chose. What? Alright.
Okay. So, what am I doing here?
You're drinking your ski mask.
Ski mask was imbued with magic, my friend. It's a magical object that will let someone go incognito. But since you drank it, I guess your inner stats will go incognito now.
You can't see your stats anymore.
Oh, okay, fine.
Classical palette. Want to drink the classical palette? I tried to harness the beauty of art in a potion. It enhances the inner beauty of the world. All locations will become more beautiful. Just bask in it.
Oh, okay, that looks like that.
What? I wanted you to raise all my stats. Fine.
Okay, so I guess it's like if... Huh, interesting. Everybody choose something bad. Say your choice out loud to the person before clicking.
Naked grandma.
Something bad. Something bad. Let's go with, Nah, that's too bad. Oh, I know. Costco members on the weekends.
I'm picking naked grandma.
Okay. Alright, so let's see. You have rebuilt society on a desert island, and you can totally ban the bad thing from this new society of yours. Player or is based on your preferred to ban. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I win this one because you already know. Costco members on the weekend. Ban them.
You know what's worse than a Costco member on the weekend? A naked grandma. Do you know how many children have been psychologically scarred over the years because they have accidentally seen their grandma naked?
That is true.
It is horrible.
That is true. However,
whole new society. We can save a whole new society.
I know. However, there's actually a thing on the internet for that sort of thing. So that's why I think the Costco people are probably worse.
They have internet on a deserted island.
Making this one difficult. I say go random, but then again,
right.
It's your call, so.
Dang it!
Okay, let's go. Let's go! We get to go first.
Week 3.
Week 3. Alright, Chad is up. I do not know what my stats are. I just know my fun stat is the highest at the moment.
Alright.
Let's see. We've done this, we've done this, we've done this, we've done this. So now we need to do the dome. Oh, wow. That's an artsy picture. That day at the Camp Dome, you play a game of tug-of-war. You see, tug-of-war is a harder game than it seems. It involves a lot of strategy, and there's a secret technique not everyone knows. It's you need to be strong. I guess it also doesn't help that I'm a zombie, so my arms will probably just fly off.
This is true.
You mastered this technique years ago, and so you win. The audience is cheering and roaring in joy while you salute them victorious. They throw roses at you, they throw their underwear, some throws you to charm, which you happily take. You're minding your own business, smelling people, when Dahlia grabs you and drags you to the lakeshore. There you are, Chad. Once more, I need your help achieving the best summer ever. Critique my rock skipping technique. Dahlia skips a rock straight upwards. It disappears into space. Moments later, you notice a faint glimmer in the sky. It's not Dahlia's rock or the satellite Dahlia's rock destroyed. It's a meteor. It crashes into the woods on the far side of the lake, turning them into a giant bonfire. Yes, ultimate campfire. Quick, tell me some campfire stories, but very loudly. You're about to tell her the one about the horny summer campers who finally boinked, when you're distracted by a glowing figure approaching you across the lake. Greetings, says the figure in a warm, booming voice. It is I, Kalor, Herald of Summer. Kalor, it is an honor to meet you. Can you critique my rock skipping technique? I am here on a much more important errand, says the spirit. Your passion for achieving the ideal summer has moved me. I have a quest for you. I have grown weak as of late due to lack of worship. The heralds of the other seasons mock me and drain my power. I need you to destroy them. I will do it, noble hot men. I was going to say talk to them and ask them to stop being such jerks, but honestly, that sounds great if you're up for it. First herald you must defeat is Vern, Herald of Spring. He's in Florida. Good luck. I make my own luck. Out of blood. Blood! Moments later, you're face to face with Vern. It turns out traveling to Florida is easy. You just mix a can of Bud Light with cough syrup and you're there. I do not condone mixing, beverages with medicine. But anyway, what's up, Rose? Says Vern while shotgunning a hard seltzer and thinking about boobs. Here to defeat me on behalf of that nerd Caller? Yes, and also to get tan. A good tan is critical for the best summer ever. Ha, says Vern, doing 3 keg stands at once by the grace of his divine might. Suck my Easter eggs, losers. No one can defeat me, he says. I'm gonna live forever. Spring break. Woo! You'll just see about that if it so happens that you know the perfect technique for defeating the Herald of Spring. Remind him that spring is just the lame opening act for summer. And allergies. We'll go with this one. That's a smart. You wish, bro, says Vern, sharing a blunt with a baby lion his buddy rented unethically. If anything, spring is the new summer. What? Impossible. Summer is the new summer. Maybe last decade, says Vern, but that was before global warming became a tragic and unstoppable certainty. Rising temperatures worldwide will make spring as hot as summer used to be, and then some. Also, more hurricanes. But if spring replaces summer, what will summer become? I don't know, man. That's not on me. I hear they're thinking of calling it the Great Dying or something, though. The Great Dying. I love dying. This sounds like a fantastic development. What? No, people are going to starve to death. Disease will run rampant. You'll hate it. Good. I have been searching for adversity to temper my unbreakable warrior spirit. So far, it sounds like Chad was right about spring. What else have you got? Well, says Vern, spring is the most popular movement of Vivaldi's Four Seasons? Are you serious? This changes everything. It does? Of course. The relative popularity of classical pieces is the only metric I accept for determining a season's worth. Forgive me, Master Vern. I hereby pledge myself to the service of spring. Cool, says Vern. Give me a beer? Zelina rushes off and to his bidding. She's gonna be spending all of her time helping out his divine douchebag. She'll definitely have time for some romance. You lose 2 charm and 1 fun. Okay, so we kind of derped that one. Yarp, yarp, and quadruple yarp. All right,
where should we go? Let's go.
Let's see here.
Let's go to the manor. You go into the haunted manor with a group, only to immediately split up once you get inside, as is customary. You quickly get lost and have no cell signal, but in a stroke of genius, you follow the signs to the haunted manor's lost and found to wait for your friends to pick you up. You find all sorts of cool lost knickknacks while you wait. Some bloody gloves, a haunted iPod, and only plays Thriller by Michael Jackson. A totally normal Furby that still manages to be the creepiest thing in there. At the bottom of the box, you even find 2 boldness. Yoink! Who in their right mind would throw that away?
I don't think the iPod is that bad though. If it's just playing Thriller the whole time, I actually like Thriller.
But it's haunted clearly if it won't play anything else.
I think I could live with that.
I would burn that iPod to the ground. Afterwards, you're hanging out with your #1 summer crush, Joy. It's National Fondly Reminisce Upon the Past Day, so she's flipping through her pics on her phone with you. Oh, this was back from season 3, right after we beat that mutant spider. Faith looks so cute in this one. And look at that awesome Fleetwood Mac t-shirt I'm wearing. That t-shirt was so cool. It was vintage from the '78 tour. Stevie Nicks blessed it herself. Whatever happened to that shirt? Did I sacrifice it to the goddess or something? Oh wait, I remember exactly where I left it. Fuck. Joy makes a mysterious phone call. She starts asking about the Fleetwood Mac t-shirt, but the person on the other end of the line is obviously not being chill about it. Listen, Axarax, I know things ended badly between us, but can you please just give me back my Fleetwood Mac shirt? I specifically remember leaving it in your evil lair. Oh god. I know you know which t-shirt I'm talking about. You leave multiple t-shirts in your lair. No, there's definitely no need to discuss it in person. Do not portal here. Suddenly, a magical portal opens, An objectively sexy centipede person emerges, and they are giving off palpably villainous vibes. Oh Lord, is this her ex-partner?
Oh boy.
Joy, baby, I've come to speak with you in person, just like you wanted me to. You look as lovely as that day I wrapped you in my bug silk. Okay. I specifically said that I did not want to talk to you in person. You're doing that thing again where you gaslight me into spending time with you, which is bullshit. Lauren, meet my ex, Axarax. They're a magical evil centipede person I defeated back in season 3. I know they look hot, but don't let your guard down. They mind-controlled everyone in Philadelphia and tried to make all the citizens jump into a pit of centipede venom.
Oh boy.
Oh, you make me sound so evil, Joy. But that's all in the past now, gorgeous. We should focus on the present and this very important t-shirt debacle. Why don't we ditch this third wheel? Excuse me! You and I could go out for coffee and talk it over. Or perhaps we can enjoy a romantic dinner. Do any restaurants around serve pre-chewed aphids? Gross! Axarax, if I go get one coffee with you, do you promise to immediately hand over the shirt? No, don't go anywhere with him! Oh yes, let me check the inside of my carapace. Oops, silly me. Looks like I forgot to bring the shirt. Guess we'll have to keep hanging out until my portal spell recharges. Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Okay, we have to get this t-shirt. I've told you so many times that I'm not okay with us hanging out because we always end up getting back together. It's a toxic cycle, but fuck it, I really want that t-shirt.
Oh,
Axarax is stressing out your potential thick goth girlfriend. Unacceptable. Okay, so we gotta get that t-shirt for her. Set up a black market exclusively for buying and selling Joy's belongings. Call the police and send out an Amber Alert for the t-shirt.
Wow.
Oh god. Yay!
Nice.
An Amber Alert. Seems like it might be a waste of public emergency services, but it's better than watching Axarax drink coffee through their proboscis. Proboscis? Whatever that is. Let's go. You and Joy go to the police station and file a missing t-shirt report. You describe the t-shirt, beloved vintage, smells like heavy metal concerts and burning sage. The police officers are super concerned. Did you say this was a Fleetwood Mac t-shirt? And it was vintage? This is serious. We're assigning our best detective to the case. Yes, it's me. Detective McBooty. We're going to find that missing shirt, officers. Remember, the first 24 hours are the most crucial to keep this case from going cold. I've sent out alerts to all local cell phones. We'll be conducting interviews with t-shirt lovers in the area, and community search parties will begin immediately. Wait, I appreciate the help, but you're misunderstanding. We already know who has the shirt. It's my ex, Axarax. A true detective never works off of assumptions. We will get your t-shirt back through the power of deduction and evidence, my dear Joy. Ugh. Detectives can't be in anything without being incompetent. 6 hours later, Detective McBooty concludes that, yeah, Axarax definitely has the t-shirt. Definitely.
Right.
You there, bug person, Detective McBooty, FBI. Stop right there. Hand over the Fleetwood Mac shirt and we'll escort you to prison. Wait, are you implying that I'll be taken to prison for stealing a shirt? My god, the criminal justice system is even worse than everyone says it is. Oh. Well, you're going to prison because you mind control Philadelphia and you keep dissolving humans in your bug venom. But stealing a shirt is also a serious crime. Ugh, you know I can open magical portals, yes. Your human jail will not hold me, McBooty. Tell it to the judge, Buggy. Yay, we got the shirt back! And I also got to see my ex led away in handcuffs. This is officially a great day, and it's all thanks to you, Lauren. God, Joy is so fucking cute. She wears the t-shirt for the rest of the day. Turns out it really is blessed by Stevie Nicks. Stevie's blessing gets you 3 boldness.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
You got quite a bit of boldness there.
Right?
Okay, so before we do this next challenge, I do have another question for you.
Okay.
So, in regards to your content creation and your channel, where do you feel there are areas where you need to improve, in your own opinion?
Oh, sound, definitely. Sound is a thing that I struggle with in my content creation, and also learning how to edit. Because I would like to have a YouTube eventually, and learning how to edit has been a frustrating process. I got Adobe Premiere, and I'm just looking at it like, what is this sorcery?
Yeah.
And also I think I've noticed that people have really cute clips that they'll play during a stream. They'll be able to just activate a video and the video will pop up on screen while the stream is going. And I'm like, that is so cool. How do you learn how to do that? So all my problems are technology based. So
Right. So basically, just increasing your expertise in order to improve your content. That makes sense.
Basically.
I feel all of us as content creators have a lot to learn in terms of bulking up quality of our content and whatnot in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I understand that like 100%. I use the love Premiere, so definitely available to help. Miss Britt Gaming says that she'd be able to help you with that.
Thank you, Miss Britt.
Okay, cool beans. All right, so everybody choose something good. Say your choice out loud to the other players before clicking. Something good.
Cinnabon.
Kittens.
Okay.
Okay. Player order decided based on your ability to come up with a compelling title for a movie about the good thing.
Ooh.
Oh, so a compelling movie title for kittens?
Ah.
Let's see. Fantastic Kittens and Where to Scratch Them?
Taken 4. Recovering the Cinnabon.
Let's see here. Your Lie in the Litter?
Shoot. I don't know. I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay.
Cinnabon was a stupid choice for this. Too many things we could do with kittens.
Alright, we're in the evening. Let's see. Stats are still covered. You know what? We're gonna go back to the lake again because I feel like that was a you know, a gimme. Ooh, nice picture. That day you bring a magazine to read by the lake. The cover story is How to Gain Fun While Camping with Your 6 Hottest, Most Charismatic Friends. Step 1, go to the lake. Step 2, wait. What? That's it? Then why hasn't that worked for you yet? Oh wait, you just gained 2 fun. Thanks, Cosmopolitan. Afterwards you find Dahlia, Aravi, and Milo crouched around something on the sand. You head over to see what they're looking at. Oh wow, they're wearing the I can't talk for some reason. They're in their swimwear. Jeez. All right, come on, Dwayne, crush him, crush that crustacean. Rip his shell off, eat his organs, do a spin move. Try moving a few centimeters to the left where I can get a better photo of you. You get close enough to see what they're all yelling at. 2 hermit crabs are facing off against each other in a ring of other agitated hermit crabs. This is it, the Hermit Crab Fight Club spoken of in Monster Camp legend. Right now it looks anything but legendary though. The crabs they're calling Dwayne is getting its shell shocked by a much larger and handsomer crab. The fight is soon over. Come on, at least win one match, you stupid crab. Pathetic, you're hardly worthy of the name Dwayne The Rock Lobster Johnson. I knew that's where they were going with it as soon as I kept calling it Dwayne. Well, yeah, he's not actually a lobster for one thing. Branding trumps accuracy, darling. This is the 21st century. But I do have to admit, this inspiring underdog story is quickly turning into bad content. I think it's high time we interfered. Yeah, by subjecting Dwayne to a rigorous training regimen. Don't be stupid, all he needs is better equipment like a +2 shell or a repeating crossbow. But all of that would be utterly meaningless without a stronger presence on social media. We need to get this crab on Instagram. Meanwhile, the bigger crab is making Dwayne smell her gonopores. None of the others have it right. The ultimate hermit crab upgrade is a well-executed redemption arc that absolves the hermit crab in the eyes of the audience, paving the way for the rise to the top of the Fight Club. Tango lessons. Tango lessons. Let's go. You use some of the money from your crustacean enrichment fund to purchase a course of tango lessons for your plucky hermit crab pal. Excellent. A rigorous training routine, just as I suggested. Shall we begin the training montage? Doesn't look like it. There's a sign on the door that's Tango Studios specifically says, no training montages. That makes sense. The upbeat background track would probably interfere with the tango music. What? How are we supposed to pass the time while little Dwayne learns the tango then? Well, we'll just have to wait, Dahlia. After all, patience is the training montage of the soul. That's it. I'll do my own training montage to teach myself patience. They do for several hours with a very intense look on her face. After much grueling practice, Dwayne is finally a tango master. You bring him back to the beach to show off his skills at the Fight Club. Dwayne scuttles into the ring for his first match and launches into the most graceful tango you've ever seen from a hermit crab. Do you think you should have also taught him some, fighting moves? But we have, darling. After all, life's greatest struggle is the fight to express yourself. I don't know. I think life's greatest struggle is the fight to not get a claw jammed up your butt. But Aravi's fears prove unfounded. Dwayne's opponent is mesmerized by his graceful movements. His feral display of masterful tango leaves everyone speechless, which isn't hard to do because crabs are naturally speechless, but even so, the silence which follows Dwayne's dance is particularly reverent. Then one after another, the crabs begin to clap their claws. Soon, Dwayne the Rock Lobster Johnson is receiving a crustacean ovation. You see, these crabs finally understand one of life's most important truths. Love is far more powerful than violence. Indeed, all thought of violence seems to have vanished from the crabs' tiny minds, a fact which Dwayne takes advantage of by whipping out a knife and stabbing all of them. Dear sweet petunias, really, that escalated extremely quickly. Yes! Stabbing beats love once again. Well, at least collecting all these hermit crab souls promises to be easy money. Even life gives you a bunch of dead sea creatures. Milo thankfully trails off without finishing that particularly aphorism. Dahlia is still embroiled in her training montage, only smiles silently at the carnage. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Nice.
That was a good turn.
That was a very good turn.
Alright, so you went to the lake. Let's go back to the woods. I need my smarts to be up. I feel like Joy values smarts in a person.
Ooh, look at all the...
day.
Look at the wonderful artwork.
Yeah, it is.
Very pretty.
That day you get lost hiking in the woods. You use the stars, aka nature's compass, to get back to camp. The stars actually teach you all sorts of things, like how one of the stars in Orion's belt is actually a nebula. The stars also teach you Italian, the quadratic formula...
Keep reading, I gotta release my dog.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm back.
This also teach you Italian, the quadratic formula, and the true meaning of friendship. Wow, the stars sure are smart, and they give you 2 smarts.
Nice.
Okay. You're walking around camp trying to forget the heinous crimes you committed in your sleep last night when you run into Joy. Oh, hey, Lauren, let me guess. You've got some kind of goofy, unexpected problem going on, and you need my help to fix it. Date me. Alright, I'll help you. Technically, I was supposed to take a break from work this summer, but hey, I'm a witch battling the forces of evil. If duty calls, I have to answer. You shrug. You've got nothing. Not even a small-scale, low-stakes dilemma for Joy to help with. It's basically been a normal day so far, which almost never happens at camp. Huh, nothing at all? Well, it's obviously good when people don't have problems, and I don't need to be super useful and competent all the time anyway. I can just sit here and read my book and absorb the information. And that's how people relax, so that's what I'll do. Here I go. To read. 30 seconds go by. Oh my goddess, there has to be something perilous around here, so clearly she is addicted to finding problems. Come on, it's totally not just me struggling to actually relax. Don't you feel that, Lauren? That dark, evil force lurking somewhere in the shadows? I sense an ancient evil, ready to strike me whenever I let my guard down. Nice try, ancient evil, not this time. I know exactly how to deal with this. I'll consult with my ever-powerful, ever-wise spiritual mentor, the goddess. Plus, it'll give me a chance to work on my interplanar communication skills. Okay, Joy spends 45 minutes on an extremely complex spell. There are quite a few esoteric components, and she ends up using your pubic hair and belly button length as channeling tools. Ma'am!
Okie dokie.
Perfect. The spell is ready. Here I go. Goddess of Light, your ward summons you. Grant me your wisdom, heavenly goddess. Joy's spell works perfectly, and she summons a being of pure divine light and femininity, who is clearly in the middle of taking a bubble bath.
Yeah.
Oh, Joy, good to see you. Although I'm pretty certain I asked you not to commune with me during bath time. What's up, girl? Goddess of Light, your divinity smiles down upon me. I call for you in this hour of need, as I have sensed an ancient evil gathering its power to bring about the final calamity. Joy, I promise you, there's no mysterious danger lurking around trying to ruin your summer relaxation. You're a total workaholic. Take a break, right? Surely that's divine light, for it is my sacred duty to protect the world against forces of evil, and I would totally never manufacture a catastrophe just to feel useful or anything. Sure. Well, I just use my omniscient powers to scan the universe, and it seems pretty chill. Guess I'm going to enjoy the day by relaxing in my bath. What about you, Joy? Lauren, isn't the goddess acting weird? What if some ancient evil fooled her into letting her guard down? There's gotta be some kind of danger here, right? Oh, Lord. Seems like Joy won't be satisfied until there's a disaster she can quickly and competently disarm. Quick! It's dangerous for Joy to deal with. Okay, the dangers of a poor skincare routine. The goddess is what, like several millennia old? That skin won't care for itself.
So, before you make your answer, I have a question for you.
Okay.
So, do you have any big projects coming up down the pipeline for your channel?
Wow, we already did the big project. The big one was Extra Life. So currently, no. I was thinking about doing a subathon, but I feel like I need to wait a lot longer until I'm a more experienced content creator to do something like that. So no, we finished the big project for the year, and maybe if there's like another gaming charity I could play for, I could look into that.
Like, what would it take for you to do a subbing stream thing that you just mentioned?
I think I would just have to be a more visible content creator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good start.
Right?
Okay, continue with your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna pick the dangers of ever-going atheism among the younger generations. You blurt out that the real danger is the goddess's dwindling number of disciples on Earth. What? Nah, no way. Everyone loves the goddess. I'm super popular, right? Well, you know that all of us in the coven praise you, but I can't really speak for everyone else on Earth. Look, goddess, I'm telling you this for your own good. Somewhere in the last 10,000s of years, goddess worship kind of stopped being cool. Atheism is actually super in. Atheism? Are you serious? How can atheism be fashionable? Atheism is the most boring religion of all time. How can it be cool when it's literally about nothing? Besides, everyone loves devoting themselves to a higher power. It's comfortable and traditional. That's toxic. And sometimes I'll bless people with plentiful crops and sexual fertility, and they'll be all like, the goddess is so cool. Our children's children will worship her. Listen, goddess, I know this is really hard to hear, but Lauren and I are here to help. And I know exactly what we need to do. We need to build you a cutting-edge social media strategy to help you gather new devoted followers. Joy, you're such a dear. I don't care if I get 1 billion devoted disciples. You'll always be my favorite. Aw, thanks. And don't worry, we won't let you down. You and Joy spend hours crafting an unbeatable social presence for the goddess of light. You enlist the help of the 2 most competent people you know, Calculester and Nilo. Finally, a challenge worthy of my skills. I snapped up the handle Divine Goddess says. It's elegant, yet could be. Oh, and I got her verified, obviously. And I've created some hyper-targeted conversion ads for the goddess. The ads will surface to emotionally vulnerable people who would be open to a major change in their beliefs. In no time, the goddess of light is officially an influencer. She's got a huge influx of devoted followers evangelizing her content and a sponsorship deal with the Vatican. Thanks again, babes. Joy, you're an actual joy. Get it? Well, I really owe you one, darling. Talk to you later. Love ya. Yes! We were successful. That was an intense day of saving the world, huh? It would probably be pretty boring without you, so I guess I should say thanks, Lauren. Date me! The goddess of light retweets your latest selfie, so you gain a buttload of new emotionally vulnerable followers, along with 2 fun and 1 creativity. My creativity stat is trash!
Yeah, well, I had a hand in that, so.
You did! You sure did!
Oh boy. Okay, challenge. Everybody choose an animal. Say it out loud. Okay, so I said kitten before, so I'll say a dog. What?
A hedgehog.
Okay. Player order is decided based on which animal could conceivably protect you from a bear attack. Oh, well, that's easy. A dog. Yeah.
It's not that simple, though.
Oh, you must not have heard of Batman's dog, Ace. I know Ace can freaking take down a bear.
Okay, but a hedgehog has spiny things, and if it stabs the bear, then the bear will run away.
Nice little news flash about the spiny things on a hedgehog. 1, they're called quills, and 2, there's a reason why people can hold them barehanded when they're balled up.
We're not talking about people. We're talking about a bear. The spiny things will defeat the bear.
The spiny things will not defeat the bear.
They will if I say they will.
But a dog biting the neck of a bear will defeat a bear.
Okay, but the bear could stomp the dog.
No, the the dog is too nimble. It'll be able to dodge attacks and stuff.
So can a hedgehog.
Only if it's Sonic. If it's not Sonic, it's not winning.
Okay, so let's say it's Sonic then.
Okay, since we seem to be at a stalemate, I suggest you click random.
Fine. I refuse to do.
There we
Dang
go.
it.
The game agreed with me.
Curse you.
Sweet. Alright, we're at the campfire. Alright, so let's see here. Dahlia's with Joy again. Let me see what these jerks are all about. You walk over to find Damien screaming about something. Aravi punches him in the head until he shuts up. They both seem to be in oddly good spirits. Hey Chad, are you here for my unofficial anger management seminar? I'm trying to teach Damien some of the techniques that my therapist helped me master when I was still doing regular sessions with her. But all these techniques are fucking stupid. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm breathing anyway. This doesn't help at all. You're supposed to be finding your zen while you're breathing. You cadmium red piece of shit. But stabbing the shit out of somebody and pissing on their corpse is my zen. We've already been over this one. If you feel angry and want to stab someone, you should count to 10. Then you stab them, but by then you're like way calmer about it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Fuck. What comes after 3? Okay, I'm too angry to think right now. I fucking hate math. I want to stab math right in its face. Stop! I'm trying to help you reach true calm the way I did, you stupid asshole. It's so peaceful you will regret being this moronic about it. This has been going on for almost half an hour. If you know any way to shut them up, I'll owe you a life debt. Let's see, let's start at the beginning, the beginner level of not holding a grudge, not physically holding the mood. Not physically holding the mood of the grudge, no. Damien, don't let Avari boss you around. You've been angry so long by now that there's... Let's try this one. You mean there's an anger factory? That fucking rules. I'm pretty sure Chad was speaking hypothetically. He changed clothes. He's wearing a suit now.
No.
Shut up, X. I'm a CEO now. I can't waste time with menial conversations like this. I have to lead Anger Core to the top of the stock market. How did you even produce that suit? Are you two hearing yourselves right now? Nothing that anyone said in the last 5 minutes or ever has made any sense. Anger Core will design products specifically meant to emerge you like crappy Swedish furniture that's always missing a few screws, or those ketchup packets that refuse to tear.
Oh, those are the worst.
And I'll make the office environment infuriating too, to make sure everyone's at the top of their game. The Wi-Fi will be spotty, the chairs will be squeaky, and the vending machines will always be out of Kit Kat. I can see it now, Chad. When they interview us for Forbes 30 under 30, we'll tell those fuckers we excelled because we immerse ourselves in our craft. Oh my gosh. And then we'll punch those fuckers in the throat for wasting our precious time. I love being an anger manager.
And this is why Damien is my favorite.
Okay, dipshit. Have your dumb fake anger company, but how are you gonna fund it? Shit, you're right. The bank probably won't let me take out a small business loan since I used the last one to buy a baby cracker for my bathtub. And you bought a daggone Black Lotus. I mean, you can sell the Black Lotus and use that to fund it. Wait, I'll just ask Vera for a loan. She'll want to get in on this. She loves this business shit. Come on, Chad. Let's go make a phone call. You run up with Damien to phone Vera. She's definitely not going to invest in this stupid business plan. But for now, Damien loves your idea, and by extension, you. He even gives you a promotion for a job you never knew you had. Maybe once Anger Core gets off the ground, Damien will be the gym to your Pam. Okay.
Alright. You can spread more rumors, but last time that backfired on me.
Yeah, because you can't say bad things about me because I'm freaking adorable.
Fine. Let's go sit with Joy and Dahlia. You're scouring the ground for any dropped s'mores or lost wallets or any other fun paraphernalia for you to take, like some kind of horny young adult vulture. But instead of finding any of that, you find Dahlia and Joy having an argument, the most of all. Okay, Joy, I'm ready. I've been prepping for this all day. Lay it on me. Lay what on you? The Coven test, of course. Oh, heck ain't help me. I know I'm gonna regret asking this, but what the hell is the Coven test? Don't act like you don't know. It's the test for me to join the Coven. I've been prepping for this harder than I've ever prepped for anything. I spent like 20 minutes studying. Ugh, Dahlia, I've told you a million times. Ugh, poor Dahlia. The Coven does not work that way, and you cannot join, period. You almost had me there, Joy, but I know better. This is the final part of the test where you test my will and resilience in the face of adversity. You're seeing if I'll stay in the game by making me believe that there is no game. But I know your tricks. I won't fall for it. Damn it, I am not trying to trick you. There is no such thing as the Coven test. Oh, really? Then how do you explain this letter I received saying I made it to the very exclusive final stage of the Coven test? Give me that! Dahlia, you obviously wrote this letter yourself. I knew it! Nuh-uh, it's totally legit. It was delivered to my tent by a magical raven this morning. Then why is it addressed to Dahlia Aquino, buffest blue babe of all? Also, you misspelled Joy. No, I didn't. Your name has always had a silent D. Dahlia, I am sick of your shit. This letter is meaningless, and you are not taking a Coven test because there is no test. Yep, gotcha. So is there going to be an oral section of this test? Also, is it cool if I mark my answers in blue glitter pen? It's the only writing utensil worthy of me. There's no way this argument is going to end anytime soon. Obviously, Dahlia isn't going to let go of this test thing. So what's the true test? Okay, Dahlia, to become part of the Coven, you must spend 30 years as our hermit. Alright, Joy like that answer. Wait, is that true? Yeah, totally true. I did it, and so did Hope and Faith. It was difficult, but we persevered, all in the name of the Coven or something. I see! It makes so much sense! Spending 30 years as a hermit would be the perfect test of Coven resilience. The Coven isn't about flagrant displays of strength and sexiness, though I do bring those to the table. It's about hard work and doing things no one else has the strength to do, like living as a hermit despite it sounding like a really stupid idea. Sure. Well, then I won't let you down, Joy. I'll be the best damn hermit this Coven has ever seen. See you in 30 years. Well, that worked out nicely. Thanks, Lauren. I really appreciate your help. Love me! Hey, what are friends for if not lying to your other friends? You and Joy spend the next couple of hours laughing and talking. Before you know it, it's almost sunrise. Oh my god! How did you... There's no way! Hey guys, I'm back. I can't believe how young you guys look. These past 3 decades have been really good to you. In any event, I'm happy to report I'm back and ready to join the Coven. What? But you've only been gone for 7 hours tops. Are you serious? Being a hermit is so boring. I could have sworn it was at least a decade. There's no way I could do this. I can't spend 30 whole years living in a forest and eating wood and... Wait, eating wood? Why were you eating wood? Because that's what hermits do. Duh, it's like their main thing. Are you thinking of termites? Oh damn, I think I was. Silly me. Thanks for setting the record straight. So if termites are the ones that eat the wood, hermits are the frogs who cheat on their pig girlfriends by having a giant man stick their hand up his ass, right?
Oh what? Boy. Dahlia is all over the place.
Oh god, okay. No, Dahlia means hermit. You may have to explain to her how puppets work. Well, at least you get to spend the evening getting cozy with Joy. You'd endure any weird sexual Muppet conversation to have that experience.
See. Alright, trade places. Choose a color. So I'm going to pick red.
Blue.
Okay. Or decided based on which color, if used in lingerie, would be the least sexy. Don't I just win this automatically? Most sexy.
Red is a sexy color.
Yeah. Yeah, red is usually what's used for lingerie, so I think I win.
Right. No, it's what color would be the least sexy.
Yes, the least sexy between the two would be blue.
Right, so
I win.
No, the person whose color is the least sexy is the one who wins.
Right. I'm thinking about this backwards. Yes, you win. My bad. Oopsie McDoopsie.
Jeez.
Derp. Well, at least you didn't fall for it.
We have 2 weeks left to go.
Okay.
All right. So, I am going to the Scout HQ.
Okay.
That day in Monster Scouts, you all learn to identify different animal tracks. First, you practice identifying bears and deer, but then you start having to identify way more specific tracks. You identify the tracks of a sculptor, half human, half sculptor. You follow the tracks until you find the legendary beast. The sculpture teaches you the basics of sculpture. I get to creativity. Nice.
Nice.
You're enjoying a romantic afternoon picnic with Joy. Yes! You
That's
made sure that
beautiful.
everything here was vegan, including the picnic basket and the blanket. I gotta say, Lauren, this was pretty impressive. I didn't know you could weave a blanket out of tofu fibers, but wait, fuck, did it just start raining? Suddenly, inexplicable rain? Impossible. Al Roker promised it would be sunny today. But despite Al's prediction, a menacing storm rolls in. How dare you ruin my date? And a bolt of lightning strikes 2 feet in front of you. It's pretty scary, but the sexy villainous magical warlockess that steps out of the lightning is even scarier. She is pretty hot. Joy, my old flame, my most powerful nemesis. Just seeing you fills me with lust and with blinding rage. Nah, you gotta go.
Oh wow, all the X's are flying
Right?
now.
This is Salome, my ex-girlfriend. Salome, what are you doing here? We broke up ages ago, and I already defeated you in the season 5 finale. Ha! That's all lube under the bridge. What?
Oh,
I was
okay.
stalking your bikini pics on Insta yesterday, and I saw a post on Axarax's feed. You were hanging out with that bug-faced buffoon. I'm filled with horny jealousy. Joy, if you wanted to have a crazy hot lubed-up rebound sex with an ex-lover, why didn't you call me? We were electric together, honey. Holy shit. It's none of your business, but I was not having rebound sex with Axarax. As usual, you are completely blinded by your own thirstiness. Oh. Well, if you're not in the mood for rebound sex, we could have any kind of sex you want. Makeup sex, paid sex, break from doing your taxes sex. Anything you want as long as it's sex.
T.
What? Listen, Salome. I'll admit we had pretty insane sexual chemistry,
This game
but
is
I got
amazing.
called off for a reason. It always gets way too messy too fast, and also you're evil. Remember when you dressed up in that leather harness to distract me and your poisonous misspell killed like 180 people? Why is everybody she dates a villain?
Because she's protecting the world, and I'm guessing when it comes to like the prospects of romance or whatever the case, it's slim pickings because you're too busy saving the world, and you're always exposed to the villains. So it's like, eh?
No!
Tee.
I gotta pass on this. What a disappointment. I didn't want to use this, but I have no choice. I'm forced to use my secret weapon of seduction. Prepare yourself for this foot massage coupon! You gave me some romantic coupons on our anniversary, and I've saved them all this time. Now I'm redeeming this coupon to completion. I cannot believe I have to explain this to you, but romantic coupons are not legally valid, especially after a breakup. This is true. Ridiculous. There's no expiration date on this coupon, but I suppose I can be reasonable. I have a whole collection of coupons here. How about a trade-in? We could redeem this gastric cleaning coupon from my doctor, or this coupon for a free Brazilian wax, or this coupon for 1 free sexual yogurt experience. Oh
Yogurt
God.
land.
A flashback from Yogurt Land. These coupons are definitely bullshit, but picking one is the fastest way to get Salome to leave me alone. Alright, so which coupon should we pick? Choosing the least corny coupon. Pick the right leg coupon. It's the last coupon we need to form the legendary Exodia coupon. Ah, dang it.
Tee.
What the fuck are you talking about, Lauren? Please tell me you're not confusing anime with real life again. Before Joy can finish, you grab the right leg coupon from Salome and pull out the coupons your grandpa left you. You got the heart of the cards. Nothing can stop you. You draw the 4-legged Exodia coupon. You finally have them. All 5 pieces of Exodia. But weirdly, nothing happens. Nothing at all. Were you actually trying to summon the legendary god of all monsters? That's just sad, honey. I mean,
Yikes.
it's not sexy though. Take a look at the fine print, babe. This is just a right leg coupon. It's not an Exodia coupon. Also, Exodia is a fictional character from Yu-Gi-Oh! This coupon can be redeemed for 1 right leg though. I got it ages ago from the cute little judge I met in Utah. I was torturing him to death, and he offered me his right leg in exchange for mercy. And I thought it was a good deal, but I didn't want to carry a leg around with me. Long story short, this right leg coupon is legally binding in all 50 states. Oh God. Typical Salome. You know when you're not being super horny, you're actually kind of great. It has been a while since I've had a non-foreplay conversation. Maybe we could go grab a drink and catch up like old friends. No, don't go! Her. Oh!
Oopsie
And Lauren,
doopsie.
you chose that right leg coupon. You owe me your right leg. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Salome tosses you a dull knife and takes off with joy. You're left with the horrible task of sawing off your own leg.
Oh boy.
It hurts super bad, and you can't stop thinking about Joy having fun with her ex-girlfriend right now. You are filled with horny jealousy. Salome returns a few hours later. You're only halfway through sawing off your right leg, but you're so pathetic she takes pity on you and lets you keep your leg. I lose 3 boldness. You go to the leg doctor and get your leg sewn back on. It hurts like a motherfucker.
Oh.
That was terrible.
All right, guys, cats and kittens, give me 1 second. I have to do an IRL thing real quick. I will be right back.
Okay.
Just get the...
I shall take a restroom break then.
Okay, so we're back. Just had to move my car. Alrighty. So I'm guessing BlackBelleFlower is still on her restroom break. Thank you everybody for joining the stream. This is the December edition of McAgee3 Meetups. I'm your man McAgee3. My guest is BlackBelleFlower. We are playing Monster Camp, and we're also, you know, getting to know BlackBelleFlower as a Otome / farming game content creator. Asking some questions, playing this game. She basically showed us the ropes on how the game works. And I'll be honest, I've never played a date sim before. This is literally my first one, and this is actually quite fun. It's very hilarious too.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, so yeah, this has been really, really cool. So anyway, it's my turn. So we cannot go to the campground. Let's see here. Stats for incognito as per usual. Let's go back to the manor. That day you venture into the haunted manor to prove that you're not a little scaredy cat. The manor transforms itself into a winding maze from which there is no escape. You'll be trapped here forever. Luckily you brought your phone and some snacks, so you sit down and play solitaire until the house gets bored of you and shows you the exit. It turns out that the best defense against the supernatural is total apathy. You gain 2 boldness. Nice. You're recovering from that interaction when Dahlia almost tramples you with her rock-hard calves. Oh, hey Chad. I didn't see you beyond the majestic silhouette of my own flexing muscles. I've got to stay in top physical condition if I'm ever going to earn my FBI agent badge before the end of summer. You're about to explain to Dahlia how that's a different kind of badge than she probably thinks it is when you notice another Dahlia in the vicinity. What the heck? What am I looking at? What are you looking at, Chad? I'm flexing my quads right now. You should be looking at me? Who are you, stranger who looks almost exactly like me? Explain yourself at once. I don't look like you. You look like me because I'm Dahlia Aquino. Rah, rah, rah. You're not me. I am. You lack the necessary muscles. On the contrary, since I'm the real Dahlia Aquino, the real Dahlia Aquino looks like this. And since you don't look like this, I'm the imposter? But how could I be? Am I such a master of disguise that I have fooled even myself? No, you're not a master of disguise. but I am Counselor Flodge. That's right, Dahlia. It was me all along. You couldn't tell me because I was wearing a mask. And you would have gotten away. Well, wait. We haven't got to that part yet. Let's actually keep moving. Your ingenuity truly knows no bounds, Counselor. If only I had your mastery of the art of infiltration, I might make a better candidate for the FBI. Alas, my flawless blue skin and extremely handsomeness render me totally unfit for undercover work. Why, even if I pose as a contestant in a beauty pageant in order to stop a domestic terror plot in a full-filled romp starring Sandra Bullock, I'd likely render myself too conspicuous due to winning so hard. I appreciate the miscongeniality shout out.
Right?
It's actually one of my favorite movies. Please, Counselor Flodge, teach me your ways. I am willing to devote all my time to this. Eschewing all romantic relations. Oh boy, we gotta pick. But no, fuck that. Show Dahlia that you're the better camouflage tutor by suggesting some place where her natural assets will really help her blend in. Utopia Society of Buff Smurfs. Daggone it! That's a fantastic idea, Chad. The true master in disguise always changes their surroundings to match their appearance. That's why I carried. That seemed really weird. I would have. Okay, we'll keep it moving. That's why I carry around at least 3 life-size statues of myself at all times. You make a great disguise instructor. That settles it then. I'm off to join Buff's Smurfette as the second female citizen of Buff Smurf Village. Dahlia heads off to execute her cunning infiltration while Counselor Flodge blends into the scenery by stepping behind one of his life-size statues. A couple hours later, Dahlia tracks you down and nearly throttles you in frustration. How you suggest such a transparent disguise? I was found out almost immediately. Apparently, femaleness is so rare in the Buff Smurf community that I stuck out like a sexy blue thumb. And let me tell you, all the male Smurfs were not as pleased as you might think to have another lady in the mix. They called it a sign that the SJWs are intruding on one of the last safe spaces for straight blue males in the... Okay. I tried to tell them I was a Smurf, but immediately asked me to name 10 of their albums. They have dozens, mostly in Europe, and they were not happy when I told them I didn't know that. Then they said I couldn't join their village because there was already someone named Smurfette, so all the girl names were taken. So obviously I beat them all up and made them eat their stupid pointy hats. But that didn't cheer me up nearly as much as it normally does. How dare you put me in situations that guaranteed to bum me out? I'm blue enough already. Aw. Dahlia stomps off to bench press the pain away, leaving you to contemplate your mistakes. A statue of Counselor Flodge shakes its head sadly. 2 smarts and 1 charm. Okay, well we didn't lose boldness at least. I feel like boldness is going to be a huge role here. Everybody choose a fictional character. Say your choice out loud. Okay, I'll let you go first.
Snoopy.
I'm going to say Son Goku. Player order is decided based on which character Chad is most similar to. So let's see here. We said Snoopy and Son Goku. Snoopy is pretty laid back and has quite the imagination. And he has a best buddy that's a little bird, and he's really cool with Charlie Brown. Son Goku saves the world all the time, but inherently is an idiot, and is pretty oblivious when it comes to threats that are around him. So I think Lauren wins. I think I'm more accustomed to Snoopy.
All right, I win.
Yep, definitely win that one. Evening.
Okay, so back to Scout HQ. That day at Monster Scouts, you learn to identify different berries. You all search for berries and try to identify them. A blackberry, a blueberry, but Rachel the deer person finds a very weirdly shaped berry no one can identify. You all stare at it for hours. It's closer to abstract art than to a berry somehow. It's a true think piece. It forces you to reflect on berry inequality, and although there are no easy answers to the question it poses, you all gain 2 creativity from the experience. Later, you're looking around for Joy. You just finished reading her copy of How to Be a Slightly Better Friend Despite Your Suffocating Horniness. By Dr. Hugh H. Boner.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yes, Dr. Huge Boner.
Huge You see Joy nearby. She's quietly reading, and you learn that it's rude to interrupt. So you give the book back and turn to go. Yeah, you showed basic respect to your friend. Wait, Oren, that's it? You're just going to leave without introducing any absurd, high-stakes shenanigans? Ooh, she would like me to stay. Okay. Don't be shy. You're always inciting the anger of dark evil forces, and I always save you thanks to my magical powers and impeccable leadership skills. You tell Joy that you don't really have any urgent misadventures going on. Ever since you stabbed that ghost in the face last week, things around camp have been pretty chill.
More stabbing.
I'm... Right, I want to see myself stab the ghost. What? I guess that's good. I mean, it's not like I was hoping you were possessed by an eldritch horror so I could cleanse you and save the world from a primal evil. In fact, I'm happy you're not interrupting me with life or death narrative stakes. I was technically supposed to take the summer off, so I guess I'll, relax. Joy is so cute, and also a low-key workaholic. You remind her that she defeated Dimitri and Morty's plan to poison the water supply last week. That was enough heroics, right? You're totally right. Dimitri and Morty are my closest official nemesis. We should head over to Camp Rival Camp right away.
Camp Rival Camp, dear sweet
Yep.
Lord. Okay.
Gotta love it. We can spy on Dimitri and Morty and make sure they're not plotting the end of the world or the rise of the dark side or anything like that. Not what you meant, but whatever. You follow Joy to Camp Rival Camp, and y'all hide out in the bushes. Right away, you spot Dimitri and Morty. Check out those fiendish, muscular villains. They're so adorable. They're clearly planning some kind of evil scheme.
Right.
Just look at them. They're using that sword to make adorable origami animals. Yep, Morty and Dimitri are doing some adorable and deadly arts and crafts. Before long, they move on to their next BFF activity. Group alpaca!
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Dimitri put on a party hat and a poncho on the alpaca, and Morty is busy waving beads into its mane. They're having so much fun. Okay, I know it doesn't look like they're being evil, but what if that's a sacrificial alpaca? Maybe they're preparing to sacrifice it in some kind of evil ritual. Camp Rival Camp looks fun. Then you watch as these two shirtless goofballs cook up some homemade raspberry jelly. Somehow they fashion some fancy jelly beards and then wear the beards, sticky but sexy. This is so frustrating. I can't tell if these two are doing evil deeds or if they're being stupid. And I'll look like a total idiot if I intervene where there's no evil to defeat. Lauren, what do you think? How do we tell if Morty and Dimitri are actually being evil? Okay. Disney movies taught you well. If these two are evil, they'll burst into a classic villain song sooner or later. Hire an interpreter that's fluent in stupidity. Disney song. No! An evil villain song. I don't know, Lauren. That sounds kind of off genre, but I guess Dimitri and Morty skew more musicals than I do. Wait, holy shit, I think I hear highly singable music? Where's the music coming from? Let's go check it out. You and Joy stealthily sneak closer. Sure enough, you catch Dimitri and Morty breaking out into song. Gosh, it disturbs me to see you.
He has ashless shorts.
How is this? That was like the chaps, for real? It disturbs
Okay.
me to see you, my friend, covered with raspberry jam, but I know that these afternoon arts and crafts are critical of our plan. Yes, it may seem unwise, but it's all just a part of our plot. We'll use the llama, the cranes, and these beards, and they'll make us even more hot. We both may be totally evil, but for now, let's focus on crafts. My raspberry beard is a massive success. Let's make jelly pubes from what? Is it raspberry jelly or raspberry jam? Or perhaps it's raspberry preserves? Ah, forget it. Regardless, old pal, we'll make you the pubes you deserve.
Okie dokie.
Are these guys evil or not? They're singing, but you have no idea if that was a Disney villain anthem or a poorly written duet about edible pubes. I can't take this anymore. Dimitri, Morty, just tell me, are you guys being evil or stupid? I have to know. If it isn't my rival Joy, we'll never reveal our secrets to you. Aren't you entranced by our dark and mysterious motives? Are you feeling seduced by the mystery? Oh, I love these poses.
Oh boy.
Oh, she's totally getting seduced by our mysteriousness, bro. She was hiding in the bushes watching us rub each other with jelly. Hey, Joy, obsessed with us much? This is absolutely mortifying. I can't believe I'm getting out-bantered right now. This whole thing is your fault. Nothing fucks up my protagonist game like a fucking incompetent sidekick. I'm leaving and I hope you feel dumb.
Yarp.
Oh god. Check out Lauren. What a wildly disastrous attempt at seducing Joy. Could you be even any more obvious? I tried not to. Joy is hot, but you should give up now, Lauren, unless you think you can compete with our raw sexual charisma. I am lubed up 24/7, bro. Damn, you've been betrayed by the very Disney-esque tropes that defined your childhood. The disappointment makes you lose 2 creativity and 1 smart.
Oof.
What a point!
Wow, that was a lot. Well, my turn. Back to the woods. While you're hiking through the woods, you accidentally step on a pile of leaves covering a massive hole. It was a trap. An evil goblin hunter, is it a goblin who hunts or someone who hunts goblins? You'll never know. Appears. They were the one who put the trap in there. This is it. You're done. You get ready to embrace death, but the goblin hunter only set the trap to get someone to help them to do their math homework. They'll only let you leave if you help them. You don't have any other option here. It's a bit boring, but you actually learn some useful calculus. You gain 2 smarts. Later, you're busy making your bionicles smooch each other until Calculester grabs you, Damien, and Dahlia, and leads you deep into the woods. That is a lot of. Friends, thank you for responding to my behavior. I was trying my best to simulate severe distress. First off, greetings. I bestow my greetings. Hey. I have assembled you here because, as you can see, there is a critical plant emergency in the forest. These plants are failing to pollinate. The situation is dire. There is a 99.98% likelihood that this will negatively affect the plant population of the woods. Are you saying what I think you're saying? Are we in the middle of a plant apocalypse? Dahlia, that is completely accurate. Also, I admire your word choice. Please, I need you 3 to help me save these botanical organisms. Plants are actually pretty fucking metal. Did you know there are plants that can eat a whole car if you dare them to? I'm down to help. I am not certain that that's accurate, but I am also excited that you have agreed to help me. I will also help. Hail Dahlia, savior of plants. Bah! Oh, and before I forget, I just have one question. To be fair, I know my delivery is awful. Just bear with me. What is pollination, and why does it matter even at all? Oh, that's an excellent question. Plant biology is one of my favorite internet search terms, so I'd be happy to give an explanation. Simply put, pollination is the act of transferring pollen grains from the male anther of a flower to the female stigma. Wait, is pollination the reason why trees smell like jizz in the spring? I was getting the weirdest boners from that smell last year. Pollen travels from one flower to another via animals or insects. We call animals or insects that transfer pollen from plant to plant pollinators. Damn, those pollinators just roll around from one flower to another, getting all covered in those pollen grains, soaking everyone in that filthy pollen. Once pollen is transferred between flowers, the flower can produce a seed. Seeds contain the genetic information to produce a new plant. Holy shit, pollination gets plants pregnant? Are you telling me pollination is just plant fucking? I am mildly aroused by pollination. We should help these plants immediately. Time to take that mild arousal to a full-blown plant boner. Get these plants in the mood to pollinate, baby. Alright, turn down the lights. Play some smooth music and install a TV that only plays B-movie. These plants will be falling in no time. Foreplay is key. Look for the nearest tree and start caressing. Sweet. Okay. According to the last month's Business Insider magazine, foreplay is key to any sexual encounter. You turn your attention to the nearest acorn tree. Whip out the emergency vial of tree lube you always carry inside your back molar, because of course you do, and start gently caressing the tree's huge, hardy acorns. BlackBelleFlower, what are you doing to me? This game, oh my lord. Alright, whoa, that tree is obviously... Look at how hard its roots are getting. I didn't know trees could even get that. I need to drink some water, good lord. Alright, keep going, Chad. The other plants are watching you, and they appear to be experiencing sympathetic sexual arousal. You're a plant pleasuring master, so you finish off the acorn tree in no time, and it covers you in a massive amount of pollen. Who needs bees? You can be your own bee. You roll around the forest, spreading pollen, caressing nuts. Oh boy, this game. Okay. You lose track of time and space. You forget your own name as your entire soul is consumed by the passion of this botanical orgy. Gotta admit, I did not expect Chad to be this good at fucking plants. I wonder if Chad is as sexually talented with other species like robots. I'm mad at the robot's face. Wow. Okay. Or demons? Finally, you collapse on the ground, panting. Every plant in the forest has been successfully and consensually pollinated. You smell weird. Chad, thank you so much for the profound sexual display. You saved the plants. I have run the numbers, and I am happy to report that the world is now 7% safer from the impending climate crisis. Wow, you really focused your way out of that problem. You gain a reputation as a lovemaking genius, along with two fun and one charm. Ugh, that was a lot. Holy moly. Everybody choose a movie. Say your choice out loud to the other players before clicking.
Alright, Mighty Ducks.
You said Mighty Ducks?
Yep.
Okay, so before I pick my movie, I have another question for you. Is there anything within the Otome genre that you think there should be more of that you don't see enough of?
I like stat raising games, so this is one of my favorites. And a lot of Otome games are really like visual novels. So it'll really be reading through an entire scenario and then making a decision, and that decision will either get you a good ending or bad ending.
Okay.
But I like the grinding of stats because it feels like I'm playing a more active role,
Right.
and I feel like there aren't enough stat raising games. I feel like a lot of games are kind of read the story, make a decision, read the story, make a decision.
Right.
Whereas this, you read the story, make a decision, it affects the stat. And
Right.
you have to try to figure out what stats get you to your end goal. And I really like that feature. And that's probably why Tokyo Making Memorial is my favorite of Tokyo game, because it's just endless stat raising.
Okay. That's cool. Because, like, I'll be honest, like, besides the Otome genre, games where you're, like, you make decisions in a story isn't exactly something that really draws me personally.
Okay.
But I will definitely say that this game that we're playing right now and its multiplayer function, I like games like this. This is really fun to me. Like, this is hilarious, and I love it. This is great. I'm really glad you picked this game. This is actually really awesome.
I'm
All right.
glad, because I was like, oh goodness. And then like the sexual content thing, I was like, I probably should have warned him about this before we started.
It's fine. We'll be all right. But anyway, the movie that I'm going to choose is going to be. I'll stay the anime route. I'll say Dragon Ball Super, the Broly movie. I'll say that. Player orders decided based on which movie cast would survive the longest on a deserted island together.
You win.
What did you pick?
I picked the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, yeah, I think my team wins because on top of that, they'd be able to escape. So, let's go!
Dang it!
All right, back at the camp. All right, so here we're actually just gonna go ahead and do this. You happen upon Kyle Custer and Dahlia flipping through a scrapbook, laughing raucously. Oh, hell yeah, this is a great picture for us, Cal. The Colosseum and the Forum were so close to see in person. Yeah, I love the Romans. So many training facilities, ancient armor, literal centuries of bloodlust soaking the soil. I couldn't stop fangirling. Yes, they were truly fascinating, but I must say that seeing the Olivetti headquarters in person was the highlight of my Italy experience. Being in the presence of one of the earliest computer manufacturing companies in the world was a dream come true. I hope I made my ancestors proud. Oh, hey Chad, want to look at our scrapbook? We were just reminiscing about the trip to Italy we took last month. She shows you the scrapbook. You get the impression that it was a joint project. Some of the pages are decorated with bone fragments and motivational glitter stickers. The others were clearly typed up and printed straight out of Microsoft Excel. We had an amazing time. I was fascinated by all the churches and even more fascinated by the beautiful, meaningless rituals organics performed there. Yeah, unfortunately, I had to sit those places out. The Pope didn't really seem keen on letting someone with horns into the Vatican. Gee, I wonder why.
Right?
But it's cool. I commandeered a gondola in Venice, and we had an all-out naval battle that I totally crushed. Yes, incidentally, we are no longer allowed to enter Italy. But there are lots of people, other places to visit. I'm thinking Britain for our next trip. Let's keep the ruthless war machine empires thing going. Britain would be nice, but I am particularly to Japan. The technology advances intrigue me so greatly. I also have an uncle who works at Nintendo as a copy machine. Nice. Chad, you can come too. There's always room for more on the Dal and Cal Express. A vacation with Dahlia and Calculester. Where do you sign? Wait, friend Dahlia. I am also happy to invite Chad on our next trip, but what role will he fulfill? You make an excellent point. A true master of war knows that every member amongst her ranks must be absolutely necessary. An apt comparison. You see, Chad, on our previous trip, I acted as the perfect trip planner, organizing our activities in color-coded spreadsheets. I was the morale booster. I was going around screaming, "Look, it's the David! Look, it's the Uffizi!" to maintain the hype and make sure that everything that they were looking at. Besides 21 and gamer, what role could you fulfill on a vacation plan? You can be the backup memory. Cluster's memory could be overridden, and Dahlia puts herself in danger so often memory loss. That's very possible. You can analyze all the country's weaknesses to ensure you can defeat it in about tourism. Let's do this one. Oh, hell yeah, that's an amazing idea. You're hired. I mean, I loved our trip to Italy, but I do kind of regret not doing more research into their weaknesses sooner. Like their pizza and pasta, clearly inferior to the olive. Oh, Dahlia, you're so precious. And their wimpy parliamentary republic. What happened to Caesar? Did he die? That's not very heroic. Not to mention their surprisingly squishy skulls. I would have thought the Roman residents would have retained some of their ancestor strength, but apparently not. I tested this myself, actually. My research concluded that Italian skulls are not resistant to an attack from a morning star. Weird. I think a lot of skulls aren't resistant to a morning star. After that, the police showed up and totally confiscated my morning star and arrested me. Probably because they were scared I discovered the rest of their weaknesses. What? Where was I when all this happened? In the Vatican, I think. I told you I used the time to check out some old dungeons. I thought you did so in the touristic capacity, not because you were temporarily imprisoned in one. Meh, details don't matter. If only I'd known Italy's weakness profile sooner, I simply would have brought more morning stars. But I'll be more prepared next time. Thank you, Chad. I can't wait. Yeah, neither can you, as long as you get to be there when Dahlia's swinging her morning star, that is. Just the thought is already getting you all hot. Alright, so I think that was a good move. Okay.
Right. I'm gonna attempt to spread another rumor.
Oh boy, alright.
Hi, Lauren, old pal. I'm so glad that we're such close friends. Cool. You don't remember when you became Mossman's best friend, but I guess it's a sweet gesture. And I have just read the most interesting statistic. It says friends who share gossip with each other have longer lives, fewer rates of food poisoning, and healthier fingernails. Oh, so we should engage in gossip for our health. Please tell me you have something juicy to spare before my fingernails wither up. Fuck it. Time for some gossip. Chad.
What you got for me now?
Essential oil pyramid scheme. No, alligator and clown makeup.
I recommend the sentient fart cloud.
Sentient?
Trust
Wait, what?
me. I recommend the sentient fart cloud. Just trust me on this.
No! Fine. Sentient fart cloud. Type in an adjective you use to describe a hamburger. Juicy.
Oh boy. This part is really funny to me.
Destroy his reputation! That was the perfect gossip. My fingernails have never felt stronger. I can't wait to do this tomorrow night and every night thereafter with my close friend Lauren. Pass. Until next time.
Yeah.
Was that even a rumor? That just sounded like word vomit. Luckily, your dumb friends will turn that senseless jabber into gossip in no time. Listen up. I heard something wild about Chad. While Chad may seem normal or whatever passes for normal around here, he apparently worships a very strange religion. He's actually a priest in the Church of the Sentient Fart Cloud.
Yes!
Members believe that the Sentient Fart Cloud is a major deity and its worshippers will be granted eternal virginity.
Oh, jeez.
According to the Church of the Sentient Fart Cloud scripture, the Sentient Fart Cloud earned deity status in 300 BC by saving the townspeople of what is now Los Angeles from an alligator and clown makeup. I heard that Chad's priest name in the church is his juicy Chad, and their rituals are a little bizarre. They speak with their rectums when they give sermons. All of their hymns are placed on a bop it, and the new members have to wax their pubes to join. I'm not here to shame anybody for their religious beliefs, but I figured you ought to know the truth about his juiciness, Chad. A person's core values are very telling of their character. Yay! Your rumor has now become a part of the collective consciousness, and as a result, Chad loses for fun.
Well, I'm still in the double digits of fun, so I'm fine. Alright. So we finally get to the cat thing. Weekend arrives, so it's time to visit Juan with a small magical Latino cat. Aww! Look who's here. Welcome to my bar. Really, I don't know who is in their right minds would take such a risk. I guess you have more thirst than common sense. Anyway, check this drink. The Manhattan. What do you say? Will you take the drink of the day, or would you prefer the mystery box? I think this time I'll take the Manhattan. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed. Your prize is the drink you chose. Okay. Sex on the beach. It's all digitized.
No idea if I got the recipe right. Want to try it? Otherwise, you'll always have the mystery box. Let's go with the box. A cosmopolitan. Ooh. The mystery box. So bold of you. Hope you're happy with it. No refunds. All right, let's see what we got.
Yep, let's have a look.
Cosmopolitan. The Cosmopolitan received its name because it disrupts the very core of the cosmos. Thanks to it, any stat effect is now doubled for you, for better or for worse.
Oh boy. So that can either really help or it could really hurt.
God.
Manhattan, yeah, I turned an actual location into a drink. It's so fucking concentrated that everyone has the opportunity to gain 1+ extra stat point at every location. You'll be one with locations. Okay, well that works.
You got a good one.
You potentially have a really good one. Everybody choose a color, say your choice out loud to the other before clicking. I'm gonna say mahogany.
Oh, okay. Yellow.
Okay. Come up with a new soda flavor based on your chosen color. Player order decided based on which flavor sounds the most delicious. So mahogany, I'm gonna call that the. We're gonna call that the cinnamon sauce.
Okay. So I'm gonna call mine the sunny day.
Kind of like sunny day better.
Last
morning.
turn.
Last
we got
turn.
morning, afternoon, and then we have to pick.
Yep.
All right. So here we go. That day, there's a guest speaker at the Monster Scout HQ. She's a were-eagle Monster Scout, here to teach you all about advancing through the levels. Her speech is surprisingly interesting. She started out at Camp Spooky just like you, and worked hard to earn every single badge. She also hints at some possible foul play, including her murdering a higher-level scout and wearing her skin as a disguise in order to advance through the ranks. Sure is inspiring. You're too busy flirting with your friends to dedicate that kind of time to Monster Scouts, but still, her speech instills you with 3 creativity. Alright, so now I gotta get the question right, otherwise I'm gonna doubly lose my stats.
Right.
You spent the day happily engaging in classic camp activities, arson, delinquency, and fist fights. And now macaroni art. Alright, tiny bendy noodles. It's time for you to bend to my artistic will. I'm employing a new statistical regression in order to gain a deeper appreciation of this art form. I made a necklace where I'll keep powerful curses in the hollow part of the noodle. Duh. You think some mere macaroni will protect you from the most powerful enemy one can face at summer camp? Let me take a wild guess. Is it bears? No, Joy. It's bears! Right, how foolish of me. You wouldn't even be able to smash those noodles in time to stop a bear. You might not even see one before it's too late. They're masters of disguise. In fact, as much as I cherish you, dear students, I cannot be certain that any one of you might not be a bear in disguise. But Coach, according to my research, bears are mammals, and I am a non-organic life form comprised of electronics and programming. Don't you see? That's exactly what a bear disguised as a robot would say.
Oh, Lord.
You were correct. Perhaps my programming prevents me from realizing that a bear is residing inside of my metal chest. That's why I can never truly become emotionally close with anyone, because anyone can secretly be a bear in disguise. It is a terrible, lonely existence. But that's the price I pay for safety from bear attacks. Trust no one, and then you will trust no bear by accident. Coach, you must know how insane that sounds. Insanely safe? He's right. Insanely safe is the best kind of safe to be, which means any one of us could be a bear.
Oh, Lord.
This is getting to be
unbearable. Oof.
Time to devise a foolproof method to show that no one here is a secret bear. Okay, the Myers-Briggs indicator should do the trick. It reveals key traits of your personality, such as your conflict resolution style, if you're secretly a bear.
Oh, nice.
I was not sticking my hand up nobody's butt. I normally prefer screen time in favor of physical activity, but in this case, I think we can make an exception. Phones out, campers. Let's discover our true personalities. I do love a good self-reflection. Albeit, you like to be involved in an active and fast-paced job, saving the world. Strongly agree. You find yourself enjoying Bulgarian fusion ska. That sounds interesting. Strongly agree. Though I do not technically experience enjoyment, I strongly aspire to. Aw. You eat ass. I've eaten antelopes and wild boar, but never a donkey, so strongly disagree. Are you more interested in fighting evil by daylight or finding love by moonlight? Both. You would willingly kick a horse to death if it would cause all political prisoners to be released. Depends on the horse. Everyone has their results. I am an ENFP, INTP, Sailor Jupiter, and I am an INFJ. I totally forgot what my personality is, and I've taken one of these tests.
I've taken a variant of it.
It was like IN something, and I can't remember which one it is.
Like, mine had a different descriptor to it, though. But basically, like, it goes based on, like, animal, and it has, like, another name to it, and mine is the donkey, because it's like, I'm sociable, but if there's something that happens that I don't agree with, I'll sit down and just not do anything. And stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. It was like, I think it was either mediator or judge, something like that, but I can't remember which one. Mm-hmm. You tell them your result, which is whatever you feel suits you. Feel free to announce this aloud to your fellow players, or if you are alone, announce this aloud to no one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm satisfied. No bears hiding inside myself or any of my dear students. But Coach, you did say that bears could blend into their surroundings. Yes, but our surrounding is just that strangely small square containing a background behind us at all times. I think we'd notice if there were a bear! Bear detected! I knew it! I knew there was a bear among us! But it turns out the real bear was outside us all along. The bear roars and escapes from his background prison, but since you and your friends probably detected his presence in time, you're able to escape. Yay! Narrowly surviving a bear attack has really bonded you and your friends and given you 4 boldness and 2 smarts.
Wow. That was a lot. Okay. So we're gonna... Daggone it, we're gonna get this right. Then on a manner, a little clown man rides a tricycle up to you and asks if you would like to play a game. Oh, Saw? Okay. Cool, you love games. Just Monopoly or categories. The clown man tells you to find the exit key in an hour or he's going to rip all your skin off. You're not super into that idea, so you two decide to compromise by going to an escape room and solving some puzzles together. It's lots of fun, but you don't gain any fun here. You gain 3 boldness instead. Works for me. You slip away to meet Dahlia, who told you to meet her in the haunted house later for extremely important business. There you are, Chad. Excellent. All is going as I planned. You see, according to my detailed battle strategy, Dahlia puts out a notebook covered in puffy dolphin stickers and labeled Best Summer Ever Notebook. Top secret. Aw. Appreciate her sharing that with me. One of the key components of the Best Summer Ever is sharing a summer kiss in a haunted house. So pucker up, Chad. I'm about to declare mouth war on your face. That's your Dahlia, alright. You lean in for the kiss. Boo!
Polly!
Woof, woof, woof. Scott, you're supposed to say boo, too. That's how you scare people. But I'm not a ghost. I'm a werewolf. It's wrong to steal from other cultures. Excuse me, what? I was supposed to be startled just now? The only thing that startles me is thinking about how much I love otters. They are catastrophically adorable. It was supposed to be a prank, but it looks like we failed. Oh well, back to the drawing board, which we hit people over the head with when we can't think of any better pranks. Tee. Ah, your prank failed. Unfortunate. Being hilariously pranked is another key ingredient of the best summer ever. Wait, did you say you were trying to have the best summer ever? It was literally the last thing I said. Yes. So then, you've already written a heartfelt poem about how great Scott and I are? Because, you know, that's the #1 ingredient for the best summer ever and stuff. I was unaware of this. Tell me more. Well, it's got to be a Shakespearean sonnet full of frank confessions, of deep feelings, and also allusions to both modern and classical literature. Polly lays down some ground rules and Dahlia gets to work, a look of intense concentration on her face. Soon she's almost unfinished, but there's a problem. A sonnet is supposed to end in a rhyming couplet, and I just can't think of one that sums up everything I love about Polly and Scott. Oh, just say pizza. Everyone loves pizza. As usual, Scott's suggestion is almost optimally unhelpful. Looks like it's up to you to wow everyone with your incredible poetry skills.
Do it.
And so it is with Scott and also Polly, two people I would rescue from a trolley. And so it is with Polly and with Scott. They're really, 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 really hot. Don't dick me. Nailed it.
Hey.
Yes, I feel like that one was a gimme. Yes, I knew what this poem was missing was a reference to my own heroics. Poetry accomplished. Dahlia finishes writing her sonnet on a sheet of perfumed pink paper from her best summer notebook and nervously hands it to Polly and Scott. Polly reads it thoughtfully and Scott refrains from chewing on it for almost 1 minute. Wow, they're both really captivated. Well, what did you think? I'm very impressed by what you've created here, Dahlia. Sure, it's written in crayon, and sure, you rhymed "crush them" with "crush them" again. But I think you've done a really excellent job of subverting the poetic formula with your idiosyncratic selection of both medium and message. I mean, look here on lines 5 and 6. I am friends with Scott, and it is great. I am friends with Polly, too. Checkmate.
Aww.
Aw, that was adorable. Here you have managed not only to reference the great game of chess, also alluded to by such literary lights as Lewis Carroll, and... I gotta take a breath. Good grief, this is a lot.
Do I say yes?
That's good. Thank you. So, for your use of capital letters, exclamation points, and adversarial language functions as a biting critique of the late capitalist forces which turned friendship into a struggle for dominance. I didn't mean to do any of that stuff. I just wrote what was in my heart. Or, what's the word for the place where I keep my emotions? Oh yeah, my fists. That's what makes it so pure. This is beautiful, Dahlia. Please never change. And finally, we arrive at the closing couplet, an allusion to the classic trolley problem, first proposed by Philippa Foot in 1967, which highlights the paradoxical nature of love. I declare this poem a total success. You rock, bitch. And I gave it 2 poetries way up. Out of how many? There are more than 2 poetry? His face! Oh my gosh, his face is hilarious. You're ready to explain to Scott that there are, in fact, way more than 2 poetries. When the wall caves in and a runaway trolley comes speeding towards you. Oh no, a runaway trolley. I can flip the switch and send it to another track, preventing it from hitting Scott, but then it will most certainly run over Polly. Oh shit. Life is doing that thing again where it imitates art. What are we going to do? You know what to do. Uppercut the trolley so hard it flies back out through the wall and limps away to bother someone else with its philosophical quandaries. Wow, that was a really smart way to handle that problem. Why have philosophers struggled with it for so many years? Probably because most philosophers are too dumb to punch a moving trolley. But you fixed all that. You published a paper in a prestigious philosophy journal, gaining 2 smarts and 1 boldness.
Hey.
Oh! Oh, that was a mouthful. Good grief. We nailed it, though. Alright, challenge. Choose an animal, say it before you do the thing. You pick first.
Snake.
Snake?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick a chinchilla.
Okay.
Because I love me some chinchillas. Player orders is decided based on the likelihood that said animal knows all the secrets to the universe but isn't telling anybody. I'm pretty sure the chinchilla knows about the universe.
Okay, but you know, the snake actually impacted the universe. When you think about it, if you have read the Bible, the snake knew what would happen to the universe if the apple was bitten. And
Yeah, I know.
valid.
But you know, sometimes it's the least suspecting creature that actually knows more than the suspecting one. Chinchilla doesn't say or do nothing, they just do.
Fine, I'll give it to you.
Oh, you could have fought me on it. I was BSing the whole time. Alright, we made it to the evening. I'm up. You know what? We're gonna finish where we started. At the lake. Wonderful painting. That day at the lake, you start a super soaker fight that turns into an all-out war. The enemy team manages to capture the northern section of the lake, but you take a few of their members hostage and learn their empire's weaknesses. You lead a full-scale infiltration. Thousands of soldiers get totally soaked. Trademarked. It's a bloodbath. After several hours, the enemy team surrenders and you get 3 fun from the peace treaty. Yay! But who cares about that? It's time to meet up with Dahlia. She invited you back to her tent for a bit of light Mexican professional wrestling. Ah, nothing like a bit of lucha libre to put some hair on your chest, and then a couple's full body wax to remove said hair. Are you ready, punk? Next 2 hours are agonizingly painful bliss. Dahlia totally kicks your ass, of course, but afterwards you watch Studio Ghibli movies and share a romantic ice bath. That actually doesn't sound too bad.
It sounds like a great date.
That does sound like a great date, actually. Thanks for hanging out with me today, Chad. I had a great time. I'm really glad you came to summer camp, too. So maybe you could even keep this party going? You asked Dahlia what plans she has after camp. Well, I mean, summer break has been nice, but I can't vacation from reality forever. I need to get back to being a commander my army needs me to be. Our work is never done. There are countless kingdoms left to conquer, and as hell's strongest and sexiest warlord, it's my destiny to conquer them all. Well, Dahlia's so into conquering stuff, maybe she could try conquering the most difficult kingdom of all? Oh, you mean IKEA? I tried that, but that place is a labyrinth pit of Swedish furnished madness. My armies barely escaped with their sanity intact. What? No, she should try conquering your heart. Oh, you're flirting with me. That makes much more sense. Well, I must admit, I've never considered conquering your heart before. I do like you quite a bit, though, so maybe. No, wait, I'm supposed to be a hardened commander. I can't let my feelings interfere with my work. This is real life, not Dunder Mifflin. I have a lot of kingdoms on my to conquer list. If I'm going to use important military resources to demon power to conquer your heart instead, I need a good reason why. Damn, this got real fast, but you really want to impress Dahlia. How can you convince her that conquering your heart is way more valuable than conquering another kingdom? Alright, I think this is the make or break right here. Doctor of History book, so it says all the great commanders of history have tried and failed to conquer your heart. Explain that your heart has strategic value to further conquer other important territories such as your kidneys and your lungs. Huh. This can potentially be creative. This can potentially be bold. it's wrong, it's wrong. Nice. You hop out of the bath for a sec and attack your old world history textbook with a Sharpie marker. You hand it back over to Dahlia. Oh, you want to read now? I mean, I don't really know what history knowledge has to do with being an intelligent military leader, but I'll give it a shot. Chapter 69, The Chad Wars. Many textbooks have been censored to remove this dark, bloody, sexy war period because historians couldn't handle the horny, but here we've detailed them below. There was the War of the Roses everybody gave to Chad, the French-kissing Chad Revolution. Even World War II is short for Will We, Won't We Have Sex with Chad. Wow, fascinating. Everyone wanted to conquer Chad's heart and also the rest of his sexy bits. Every power-hungry warlord tried to plant their flagpole in that thick, juicy landmass. All of that tension finally burst into the famous Battle of the Bulge in everyone's metaphorical pants thinking about how hot Chad is. Thousands of volunteer soldiers died for that. Everyone was exhausted. They all returned to their barracks for some rest, but gaff, there was only one army cot, and they would all have to share. So Louise the 16th, I believe that is, Napoleon Bonaparte, Queen Victoria, Marie Antoinette, and also Audrey Hepburn, because fuck canon, all got into the cot with Chad. And they learned that they didn't need to fight to conquer Chad's heart, because there was room for everybody in that sexy kingdom. So they all had a huge orgy. It was super sexy. Then Chad killed them all because he was saving his heart to be conquered by Dahlia Aquino, the greatest conqueror ever. Wow, that was a riveting tale. I love the Dahlia Aquino bit. I didn't realize I had such a huge destiny. I should read more often. Maybe I'll conquer your heart after all, Chad. I wouldn't want to let fate or Audrey Hepburn down. Score! History truly is written by the victors. You gained 2 charm and 1 smarts.
Nice.
Whew. Yikes.
All right,
Also,
here we go.
before you pick, thank you everybody for joining the stream. This is December's edition of McAgee3 Meetups. My guest is BlackBelleFlower. She is the Otome gamer extraordinaire on Twitch. We are playing her selected game, Monster Camp. And I think we're at the last bit of the game right now, and we've also learned a lot about BlackBelleFlower in the process. BlackBelleFlower, are you having fun right now?
Having a lot of fun. Thank you again for inviting me. I was like, I cannot wait to see your reactions to this game, and it has not been disappointing.
Good. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. So we're gonna keep it moving and go ahead and make your pick.
All right, You know what? Let's finish this off at the Dome. Stay at the Camp Dome. The game is 7 minutes in extreme heaven. You volunteer yourself as tribute for your camp. You put on some lip balm, ready for some hot kissing, but it seems you got the rules wrong. In 7 minutes in heaven extreme, they straight up murder you, and you need to stay in literal heaven for 7 minutes. They stab you repeatedly. You're sure you're going to hell, but no. Heaven is beautiful. It's all you ever wanted. You want to stay, but they bring you back to life. You were cheered by your teammates, but you will never be the same after being taken from heaven. You do look more heavenly, though, and that translates into 3 charm. Okay. After that, you all enjoy a rousing game of grenade soccer. Well, not everyone is enjoying it, I suppose. Hecate, help me. This is insufferably boring. Can we just win the game already? We've been up like 20 points for the past half hour. I would also love to move on from this. Happiness is such a fleeting creature, always giving us chase. But in order to chase it, Damien must first stop kicking the grenade into the wrong goal. I told you already, you don't know what you're talking about. This is the goal I was told to worry about. We told you to worry about it because you're the goalie. You're supposed to prevent the enemy team from kicking the grenade in it, not kick it in yourself. You're also sick of this and about to back up Joy, but then you're interrupted by a doorbell ringing. Wait, why is there a doorbell? Okay, what's up? I got barbecue pizza delivery for a goth babe and a sexually ambiguous creature of death. Ah, I see you read my Tinder bio. We didn't order pizza though. Sorry, are you sure you're in the right place? Yeah, I got a little lost, but the delivery address is clearly 666 Murder Dome Way. So how about giving me a tip? I'm sorry, darling, but this isn't the place. I would never order a pizza anyway. I much prefer fine cuisine to that freeze-dried mozzarella frisbee you call delivery food. Dang! Yeah, and I'm a vegan. Listen, we're in the middle of something right now, and I have zero patience to keep convincing you that I did not order. Okay, I get it. Sheesh, I'll be on my way. Wait, was that pizza not for us? Damn it, I'm starving! If I'd have known we were about to eat, I might have actually done whatever stupid fucking thing you guys were telling me to do and end the game. Ah well, back to goal-leading. Wait, seriously? Hey, wait, that is our pizza! Are you sure? You guys were like super adamant that it wasn't yours. Well, we were wrong. And as you know, I am illustriously internet famous, so if you could please shower me with adoration and give me the pizza, that would be fabulous. Look, I'm down, but if I get caught giving food away for free, I'll get fired. You better have like super solid proof I should give you this pizza. Oh god. Oh, you can falsify some proof, alright? How are you gonna convince the pizza girl to hand over the pie? Murder someone, pose as FBI agents, and demand the pizza as evidence. Explain that Damien is Hell's royalty, and as such, he has first night rights with the pizza. No!
Oopsie doodle!
When you say first night rights, are you preferring to just prime noctis? AKA the right of the local noble to deflower local peasant brides on their wedding night? Sure? I see. Well, you should know that just prime noctis has very little base in actual fact. It was likely just a secular incident and or a completely fabricated rumor of the past. No! Because if it were real, there would have been many widely documented cases of bastard children, don't you think? Not to mention rampant disease transfer. These were peasant women after all. In fact, oh god, French historian Louis Villeroy said, if we search the evidence in the literature, we find the same silence everywhere. The Middle Ages had never heard of just prime noctis. And likewise, Germany's Carl Schmitt wrote a thorough treatise on just prime noctis in 1881 and called it learned superstition.
I'm noticing that this game is a lot of just random facts I'm seeing.
That's true. Fuck me with the chainsaw, dude. How do you know so much about this? What, you think just because I deliver pizzas for a living I'm not educated? I got a master's degree in medieval studies, asshole. Oh crap, we're really sorry. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. First Night Rights was actually a promotion we ran last month, but that's over now. This month's promotion's a Second Night Rights, where you get to eat the pizza after a noble person has already fucked it.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, you don't convince the weirdly knowledgeable medievalist pizza girl to hand over the pie. Also, Joy. Oh no! My slice just took a huge hit!
Wow.
Also, Joy and Milo are hardcore judging you for assuming she was dumb based on her profession. Watch your privilege, asshole. I didn't assume she was dumb. Damien did.
Wow. Get dunked on.
Ugh.
Alright.
Alright, here we go.
Who will be your summer love? Interesting. Huh. 1, 2, 3.
Don't you dare.
I'm curious. I know I impressed him. I know that much. Don't think I did much with her. It might very well be Dahlia. Because I didn't have much interaction with anybody else.
Nope.
Alright, I'm gonna stick with Dahlia. Yes. We're gonna see if this
Alright.
works.
I'm probably gonna bomb this because my smarts took a huge hit, but Joy. You finally gather the courage and ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you. You want to be a summer fling, huh? Let me run some divination first. You know, to be sure we have a future together. Watch, I'll stir these tea leaves and read the future from them. Let me see. Oh no, the leaves totally say tragedy awaits us if we date. I am so sorry. It's not me. It's the tea leaves who have spoken. Damn tea leaves, right? Bye.
Aww.
The pain of rejection was too much. You decide from that day on to devote your life to weightlifting.
Yikes.
You will weightlift your pain away. Fuck summer love. Your new goal in life is weightlifting in the Olympic Games.
Yikes.
Finally, you think Murica 2032 will be your shot at the gold medal. Unfortunately, that year they decided to change the rules, so people need to prove that they had a summer love in order to be eligible for the Olympics. It's something about if you couldn't lift yourself into summer love, how could you lift any other kind of weight? You spend the rest of your life crying in a corner. Wow.
Well, I can't even see my stats, so we'll just have to see. Summer Flame. Doesn't seem to be such a badge. Okay. I'll just pass. Aww. It's such hard to watch. You got dumped by your summer crush.
I thought you had it.
You got so thoroughly and tragically dumped that the Merriam-Webster dictionary defines being dumped, being chatted. And right next to that word is a picture of you sobbing into your ramen noodles. Alright, so let's see here.
Well, we didn't get no secret endings. We got special stuff. And new events and new outcomes.
Interesting. We knew it. The 2 weeks were gone. Those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw the summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it, how those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned to tragedies sung for centuries. Wild nights became epic treasures forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a consolation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Even today, I can still close my eyes and I'm there. Is this supposed to be a song?
Yeah, you'll probably want to skip this because Twitch is going to flag it as a...
Okay. Okay, so I'll skip
Unfortunately, they'll flag it as like copyright because they did it to my stream.
Okay, so I stopped it. Okay, so that was Monster Camp. That was really fun. I really enjoyed myself. BlackBelleFlower, thank you very much for picking the game.
No problem. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And also thank you for agreeing to being my guest for this month's McAgee3 Meetups. It's greatly appreciated that you were able to make it. This is awesome. So I'm just going to quit from here. And then I'm going to move in closer. And then, once again, you wonderful folks, BlackBelleFlower, she is on Twitch. BlackBelleFlower, did you want to give, how your streaming schedule is or whatever the case?
Sure. So I have 3 days where I mainly stream. I have Maiden Monday, which is on Monday at 5 p.m. EST. I do Rune Factory Tuesdays, which is also at 5 p.m. EST. And then on Friday, I do a double Farming Friday game, which is the first game is at 2 p.m. EST, and the second game is at 5 p.m. EST. So I got a packed week.
Okay. Well, that's good stuff. And she's pretty consistent at it, and she does some, everything you just experienced here is basically experienced. Oh, give me 1 sec.
Are we still following this guy?
Ocean Isle, thank you for the follow. You are loved and appreciated for that, my friend. Thank you. Oh, wait, we got another. Hold on. This is just, it brings a lot of joy here.
Are we still following this guy?
Ms. Brick Gaming, thank you for the follow as well. You're loved and appreciated for that. Thank you. BlackBelleFlower, what are your social medias? Do you have any social medias?
Yes. So I am on, do you mind if I put it in the chat?
You can put it in chat and, just go ahead and say it as well.
Okay. So on Twitter, I am BlackBelleFlow1. Hold on, I'm trying to type at the same time. Twitter, I'm on BlackBelleFlow1. On Instagram, I am BlackBelleFlower. And I am also on Facebook as BlackBelleFlower as well. So if you guys would like to follow me there, that'd be awesome.
Oh, you're on Instagram? I gotta make sure I'm following you on Instagram. For some reason,
okay.
Your name doesn't come up, I don't think. All right, I'll have to make sure I fix that. But, okay. So sweet. Awesome. So that was this month's December edition of McAgee3 Meetups. I will be doing this every month. I'm saying the first Sunday of every month, where I bring in a fellow content creator as a guest. We, have a conversation with them. They pick a game of their choice, and we play that game with them, and we, have conversations. The reason why this one went as long as it did is mainly because of the game itself, but that's perfectly fine because I really enjoyed playing it. It was a lot of fun. I think the only thing that I ran into the game is that I felt a little bit short of breath because of all the reading. But outside of that, I had a grand old time. But anyways, everybody, I stream every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. Tuesdays, we do Art Tuesdays. Fridays, we do TGI McAgee3, where we do adventure games. Saturdays, we do Saturday Sluggers, where we do fighting games. If you like what you saw, give your man a follow. If you love what you saw, give your man a sub. But either way, let folks know that McAgee3 is out here putting quality content for each and every one of you. Social media, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and DeviantArt at McAgee3. I also have a YouTube channel called McAgee3 Productions. That's where I do my off-stream grind, Casual Crashers, and McAgee3 Minutes series. We just finished doing a playthrough of Streets of Rage 4 on the YouTube channel. So if that's something you're interested in, go to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can kept up on all the content that comes up there. I'm also an artist. I do emotes, sub-badges, avatars, and banners. I am currently working on my original comic book, Blue Ninja, The Story of Nevaeh, which you can find on the DeviantArt page, deviantart.com/McAgee3. Episodes 1 through 4 are available for your reading pleasure, and I put them in order so it's easier to read. And every Tuesday, I'm working on episode 5, so if you want to hang out as I'm working on that, that'll be awesome as well. So, with all that being said, BlackBelleFlower, do you have any other things that you would like to share or add to the stream?
Just thank you again for having me, and I'm glad that you enjoyed the game. I had a lot of fun today. And I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Sunday.
Good. Yes, and thank you very much for that. And also, once again, thank you for being my guest for this month. Greatly appreciate it. You are truly awesome, and I look forward to seeing more of your content in the road ahead.
You are awesome as well. Thank you.
No problem. All right, so now we get to the fun part. We do the shout-outs on the way out the door. We've got Miss Brit Gaming. Obviously, we got BlackBelleFlower. We have GH Heaven. We have Oshun Isle. We have Just Nia. And we have Pepperjack 1986. Miss Brit Gaming, Oshun Isle, thank you for the follows. BlackBelleFlower, thank you for the host. Also, BlackBelleFlower, once again, thank you for being a part of the stream today. Thank you, one and all, for taking your precious time to hang out with your man, McAgee3, and BlackBelleFlower. You all taking your precious time to hang out with me and BlackBelleFlower lets us know that our content is worth your precious time, and your time is exactly that, very precious to us. So thank you very much, one and all. That is going to conclude this month's edition of McAgee3 Meetups. I will see you all on Tuesday for another edition of Art Tuesday. If I don't see you on Tuesday, I will see you on Friday for another edition of TGI McAgee3. And if for whatever reason I don't see you on Friday, I will see you on Saturday for another edition of Saturday Sluggers. And also on the 15th, I got a 1st to 10 against Basu and Dragon Ball FighterZ. Mark your calendars. Hopefully that's going to be awesome. I'm going to make sure I'm not a scrub when we play that. Also, don't forget to check out BlackBelleFlower and her content, because I know she plays a lot of Rune Factory, and I actually do enjoy watching her play Rune Factory, because, you know, she goes into the dungeons and she starts fighting these really, really strong creatures, and then, like, they'll, like, one-shot her, and then she starts freaking out. It's, like, the funniest thing ever.
You do not have to talk about the one-shotting.
But it's funny. It's funny, though. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today, you guys. I've done all the other stuff. BlackBelleFlower said her stuff, and once again, one more time, BlackBelleFlower, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.